All right, guys. So the stream has actually started this time. Oh,
Once more with feeling.
so I'm just gonna. The good news is, we did not actually talk about the decks yet. We just talked a bit about the GP meta or meta of last GP and the balance patches. But I guess we can. It's just gonna be all bonus material for later. Anyways, let's actually talk about the GP.
Yeah. So up first we've got Nyx's invocation list. I'm really excited to see this. Like I was saying before we realized we weren't streaming, I'm always excited when I see a Mabel deck because it's so much fun to see how people decide that they're gonna win. I also always love seeing cosmic coalescing packages in sideboards. Like Children of the Clouds is just such an awesome card,
I agree.
and I love to see it. And then just Cosmic Coalescing is so much fun. Such a sweet card.
You can kind of just run Cosmic Coalescing and then a whole ton of 1-drops in the sideboard and hopefully get whatever you need.
Yeah, no, I think it's sweet.
I've played this deck personally a few times in League. Well, this is my deck. And it turns out that Cosmic Coalescing into like a timely Just Business or a Relic Corrosion or just a Banish the Intruders just does so much work.
Yeah.
I always love just having access to your sideboard cards in game one. It's so sweet.
And it kind of turns out that Mabel of the Sea's Whimsy almost never actually like ends up in your hand. Because there isn't really a good way to cast a creature. So you kind of end up just like holding on to it and like showing off that you have it, and then start of like the game you look at your hand. If you have like 5 or more lands, it's like maybe you could bring in Mabel, but otherwise
you mean you're not gonna pay 5 for your Nebula and then name creature on Channeling Stone?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Are you a coward?
There are 36 instances in the deck and 14 more in the sideboard.
You know, the funny thing is, I guess this is like 2 years ago, but so there was a deck called Renefuse, which was a broken combo deck that was also playing a creature. Except you were also playing a bunch of instants or sorceries, and sometimes you would name creature with the Channeling Stone, even though you only had 4 creatures in your deck, just because you need to play your creature.
Yeah, I believe it. That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Channeling Stone is so sweet. It's like a really weird, messed up version of Ancient Ziggurat and Canon Magic.
Wait, actually, can Ancient Ziggurat tap for colorless, or is that just...
No, it taps for, and it's a rainbow land, but only casts creatures. Yeah, it's a fun one. You only ever see it in like slivers in Legacy, because that's the only place you can play it.
Well, also I find interesting that you're not running Cane Dancer, which lets you run Channeling Stone and the other spell lands. Because Flash decks are usually running Cane Dancer these days.
I figured that like Backburner and Cosmic Coalescing would just get me enough card advantage that I would never really need the Cane Dancer.
Yeah. I like Backburner a lot. I think that card is sweet.
The 2-mana blue spell slot isn't very strong in this deck either. Like I could get ready for anything. That's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say your targets are exactly anti-magic and ready for anything, and anti-magic sucks when it's cast off Cane Dancer.
You're not running Portal Fracture, because
I am not
because you're not running a fetch mana base.
There's already
and because anti-magic is just busted with Fractured Reach.
Yeah,
I love that. That synergy is so sick to me.
Also, I love the 4 of Mind Rip because
Yes.
Purple hates playing Mind Rip because it causes him to think too much.
Yeah. I was taking a glance over the list earlier, and I was like, how does this deck win? And then I look at the 4 of Mind Rip, I'm like, oh, you play my deck.
Yeah. It's usually Mind Rip or Cosmic Coalescing into Children of the Clouds.
Yeah.
And then repeat
I
Children
love
of the
that card
Clouds.
so much. Yeah.
Also,
I love Children.
Next, I'm disappointed that you did not use the good art for Children of the Clouds.
Oh, I can promise you I'm using good art for every single card. I just didn't do it at the minute.
I don't think Lackybot actually...
No, it does. It sees the extensions.
Oh no, I just messed up.
What?
Because I copied it from Dreadrise, and I didn't fix any of my printings in Cockatrice before sending it in because I was making last second edits.
Okay.
I was talking with Styles about like a couple of my packages. And I was
you could just change them to like the cooler versions.
I probably
it's
will.
The same card.
yeah, but it won't show up in the deck list, which is where it actually matters.
You're right. That is exactly where it matters most.
Because people actually see the deck list stream. Like, I'm not going to see all the games.
Regular, modern bordered, standard frame basics. Disgusting. I'm disappointed in myself. Anyways,
yeah, we talked about
Nyx's list looks sick. I'm excited.
I'm gonna give it 3 chili peppers because it's a flash deck.
Yeah, I always love seeing this stuff.
As its owner, I will give it 36 chili peppers, and
it's probably
a reasonable and balanced score. Yep.
6 out of 10, maybe. 6.5 I'll give it 7 out of 10 because it seems like a solid deck.
Yeah, seems pretty good. I like the strategy it's got going. I think it'll do well.
Yeah. Well, moving on, we have Styles' deck, which is
back again on Thunder Roads, but this time with extra turns.
What extra turns?
With Prodigious Panya.
Oh, that's not really an extra turn card. It's more of a tempo card.
Sure, but it says take an extra turn on it, and that's exciting. I'm excited. I like extra turns.
I can't deny that.
And also, it only just registered with me that this is an 80 card deck.
Yes, it's Fireweaver.
Yeah, I didn't even. I skimmed over. I'm like, oh yeah, da 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 da. I'm like, wow, 28 lands. That's a lot of lands. And then I realized, oh wait, it's a Fireweaver deck, and that's hype.
Yeah.
Lots of colors for a Fireweaver deck.
Yeah, I mean it's Thunder Roads, baby. Thunder Roads is a red card. You can exile that with Fireweaver. Which is why
you can.
One in the sideboard, yeah.
Well, you can't directly go Fireweaver into Augmented Thunder Roads because they're both red, but it gets you pretty close.
Well, so yeah, I was trying to think how you could cast Fireweaver for 4, but it doesn't work because
they're playing End of the Rainbow as a Fireweaver target. That's quite interesting. I was always talking about this combo.
Oh, that's so silly. I love that.
And the reason it's actually good here is because it lets you ramp up into your Drulong combo turn.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Yeah, because you Fireweaver for 2.
This Fireweaver actually costs 4.
In the Rainbow, sack it, get 4 treasures.
Yeah, and then next turn you go Drulong into Thunder Roads.
Yeah, that's so hype.
It's pretty cool.
Or actually just play Drulong and then play anything else because you're copying everything you play.
Yeah, no, that's God, that's I love it.
Well, actually, Drulong plus Breach of Lilies is even more insane because it copies a Breach and then copies this thing that's cast off Breach. Because apparently not paying mana means that you did not spend more than 1 mana of any color.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're paying no mana. No mana, no copies. This is hype. I love this.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I really like this. This is sweet. I'm excited to see this. I definitely want to commentate on at least one match for Styles, because this is just such a really cool build that I really want to see. I was like, wow, main decking Secrets of Corelight Court. That's a called shot, but no, it's just an 80 card deck, and making anything uncounterable is really hot.
I really thought Styles was going to run the black-red mid-range deck. He was talking about it a lot.
Yeah, he was talking about making that work.
And I guess he just did it.
Yeah, but I guess Old Reliable firing again is definitely worth doing.
Fire Weaver Julong. Or...
Yeah, that's hype. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
I also like how he spelled endless as undless.
Undless.
I don't know if that was on purpose, but I find it amusing.
The endless fire is from Julong copying all your burn spells.
God, yeah, that's so
yeah.
good.
Actually, wait, you only have 2 copies of Julong in an 80 card deck, so it's actually not that likely for you to get it.
I was actually about to say, like, I would want 3 copies of this, but now that I know Unrivaled Fire exists, I will probably be brewing not Yorion decks because that's hype.
Oh, now you're aware of Fire Weaver existing? It's like been in a meta. It's been at the top of meta for like ever since it got printed.
I have never played against a Fire Weaver deck in any GP I've played. I have some really weird luck when it comes to matchups.
Okay.
I don't know how I've dodged Fire Weaver for so long.
Oh, Neon, you're here. Wonderful.
Neon, hype.
Hype. How many people are viewing right now? We got 0 concurrent viewers. What?
I think Doc's in here. Maybe?
No, I'm looking at my stats and there's 0 viewers apparently.
That's bullshit because I'm watching. I literally haven't pulled up.
Well,
Doc was at least in here earlier. I don't know. Maybe we're crazy.
Oh wait, you're here. Okay, so
yes,
apparently my YouTube dashboard is wrong for some reason.
Always.
All right.
Okay.
Anyways, let's continue. So now that Neon's here, Neon, what do you think about the Styles' deck?
Let me take a look at it.
Well, too bad. I guess we're moving on then.
It's so hype.
No, I'll give it 3, and then we'll give this one. It's a Fire Weaver deck. I'm sorry, the rules are the rules. It's probably super cool, but
how strong do you think it is? I've never.
Yeah,
seems like a 7 out of 10. Like it's a solid deck, basically.
Yeah, Thunder Road's just such a powerful archetype.
This is a deck that I could see winning, but I don't like. I could see winning. Like this is a deck that I would expect to see in top 8. So I think that
and I think Styles has a good history of top 8ing. Well, it's 3 lightning helixes is what it is.
No. Don't worry about the augmented text.
Also, I've scrolled up.
Okay, but I've never seen a deck run Thunder Road. Only 3 of. What?
Well, because there's one on the sideboard for Fire Weaver.
Oh, okay, never mind. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cute.
But why
I like this.
Breach the Lilies? You can't.
Because of Zhulong. Breach the Lilies gets copied by Zhulong. What you cast off of Breach the Lilies gets copied by Zhulong, and you get 2 copies of 2 things from your graveyard.
Also, it's just like good with a lot of the cards in the deck.
I know Breach the Lilies is a good friend. I'm saying why 3?
I guess because you want to make cuts.
No.
Like you just need to find things to fit.
Having to.
They're playing a Fire Weaver deck. Just run like 97 cards. It's fine.
No.
You have Zhulong. You need to draw this thing. You can't Fire Weaver out of Zhulong.
Why not? It's fine.
Why not?
Why not? Why can't I? Who's stopping me?
Because it's illegal.
You're illegal.
Ooh.
All right, chums.
Chums does not mean
is modal control.
I like this. I'm excited for this.
I've never seen this before, and I want to see it work.
I see that Trumpek is taking my advice of moving the Sign Rings command main because the Sign Rings command fetches your modal artifacts.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I love Sign Rings command.
I don't
usually love control, but this is I love any deck that runs 4 unraveling. Like I know that sounds like literally who cares, but like unraveling is probably one of my favorite cards in MSEM.
Yeah, unraveling is so sweet.
It loses 1 chili pepper for being a control deck, but that's a solid 4 for me.
It's a control deck. I mean,
I'm gonna give it a 4 as well, just because I think it's sweet.
Okay, it's a control deck, but it wins the game by burning you out, by copying Qilong Gust and Paint with Starfire and Grixis
Command.
It's counterburn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed that they moved the Unrelenting to the board though, because the thing is, Unrelenting fetches Sanvin's Command, which fetches your modal artifact. So basically, all your cards go into each other. And then Unrelenting becomes super good with any modal artifacts out, because like basically all the modes on Unrelenting is good on its own.
Yeah, I almost want at least 1 or 2 Unrelentings in the main.
Well, you want all 4 because
you think so?
Because
what do you move
stack
the sideboard to make room?
Big Paint with Starflame.
Yeah, I think no, Paint with Starflame with one of the Nexus out lets you do 5 damage for 2 mana.
Well, I guess.
Like
it's also like you're swinging with the 2/2 haste. It's kind of meh.
It's an instant speed 2/2 haster. Like it's probably.
And then also you get 2 scries off of it too.
Actually, maybe 2 scries. Grixis Command, like is Grixis Command necessary?
I don't think it is. It's just more reach for burn. I think you
like it basically builds in the same role as Sanvin's Command. I think, right? Because it kills something and it gains you life.
Yeah.
Right.
Or it gets you a card, I guess.
Which I think is legit. Like I don't think that should be discounted, but also like.
Yeah, but in the games I've seen in League, Grixis Command always felt not great.
Yeah, I don't think it has never made it into any of my final cuts for Grixis control. Just because like none of the modes are like enough of a slam dunk, and 4 mana is just so much.
And also, like Diang's Displeasure makes everyone want to go Esper instead.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, you can't run Diane's Displeasure in this deck because you have these artifacts that you don't want to sack.
Yeah.
Right.
From a design perspective, I know this sounds weird, but like Grixis Command really wants to counter a spell, not to bounce a spell.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a 4 mana like medium tempo play. Like yes, you get Lightning Helix, but like
yeah, I think you nailed it. It's very much a tempo card that wants to be with a control card mana cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is sweet. I think there were a couple like small changes that I would make, like putting the Unrelentings in the main.
I'll probably give this a 6. I don't think it's as good as the decks above it, but
yeah. But like the thing is, you get to do some really fun things, or you get to do some really unintentional things when you're building this deck, because most people don't really think about the fact that mono cards are mono when they're designing these cards. So incidentally, some cards are just going to get super buffed by the mono artifacts. Yeah,
and I think that's sweet. I think that's a really cool thing
it's sort of like,
to play around with.
I guess it's kind of like the unintentional design of HSAC, where you have all of these random cards that somehow randomly come together to form a deck that is completely crazy.
One of the most busted decks in the history of the format.
Yeah, a lot like the Planeswalker deck too.
Yeah,
you weren't supposed to ult the turn you come down.
Yeah.
What? You mean I wasn't supposed to?
you wasn't supposed to take 7 extra turns? My bad.
But what if I want to? But yeah, I'm excited about this. I like this.
I think the Decisive Arcanist is a little bit too cute. I don't feel like the card's very good.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like... Well, I mean, like, so it's a Snapcaster Mage in this deck, which I think is fine.
There's a card called Tome of the Ires or something.
What? Oh, Tome Ire. No,
Ire of Ancient Tomes, which I think is just better for this
Isn't it
sort
2
of
mana?
strategy.
Wait, it's modal. Wait.
Oh. 2 mana and modal, and it works as a flashback, but you don't get a 2/1 body.
I think the 2/1 body is like enough of a you have to respect this.
Alternatively,
like it is in this deck. Yeah, Backburner is just a good card.
One of the things I'm noticing about this deck is obviously turn 1 you want to play like either your Nexus or your Palisson, but it doesn't have turn 1. Like you can't interact on turn 1 really.
Yeah, there's
like
the fact that there's no sinkholes feels bad.
Scorch, it doesn't have like pay up or anything like that. It doesn't have
like discard counter magic core removal.
I'm trying to remember the name of the better force spike in this format. Hold on.
Invalidate?
Cosmic Sinkhole?
Cosmic Sinkhole, thank you.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
You could cite in Metal Munch, I suppose.
Yeah, Metal Munch is.
I guess so.
Yeah, but you don't get that in the main, which is
a little bit awkward.
You know, yeah.
Opponents for going first.
I think it's fine. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but yeah, definitely something worth noting that I had not quite caught on to. Like, there's also 8 copies of your modal buffers, so should be fine.
Well, I can easily imagine top decking these guys and feeling horrible, but that's just what comes with the.
I mean, I look at this deck
with running 4 copies of each legendary artifact.
What's
a burn matchup or something.
Oh yeah, I think this deck just loses to burn.
No, Chandri's command post board. It gets. Wait, it doesn't have any post board against burn. Okay, yeah.
No, there is no.
Well, it has unrelenting, I guess.
You could heal with it.
It's Chandri's command. I mean, that's a pretty good card against burn. It's Shield on Gust to protect yourself against burn.
It's a turn 4.
I guess you could use Grixis as a lightning helix.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, but these are all 4-mana cards.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
feels so
you'll probably live to turn 4, but you probably won't live much longer than that.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I've gotten a couple turn 3 kills in burn. It's not unheard of.
I think my one time playing against burn, I think the video was less than 10 minutes long, including my intro and outro. I think my post match thoughts were like the majority of the video.
Yeah, that's what happens when you play against fast deck.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting deck. I think there's a couple, like we said, there's a couple changes that I think could be made that would bump us up a little bit more in power level. But I think this is sweet. I like the idea here.
Well, anyways, that's enough about one deck. So let's move on to Crest Castle's Study Tribal.
Give it a power rating?
Wait.
I think like 6.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, about 6.
So Crest Castle is on the deck from last GP, except they made it less exaggerated, I guess, is the right word.
I think this is pretty sweet. I really like this.
I mean, this is just very much like an Affinity-esque list.
Yeah, well, they at least they cut most of the studies from their last GP's list, because they definitely didn't need that many studies.
Paradox Zone is new, I think.
What does that do?
When you cast a spell, you can look at the top card, and if it has mana value less,
isn't that
you can cast
cannon card name?
Good question.
I think it is. It's a 5-mana green enchantment. It is. Some Strixhaven Commander.
I mean, so is Dark Bargain, but
don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, this was printed before Canon Paradox Zone, so technically Wizards is stealing from us.
So true. Yeah, I played Paradox Zone in the sideboard of Legacy Band Control for a while. Cool card. But yeah, this is also a pretty cool card. I also do like Core Charge a lot. I think it's pretty sweet. Especially in a affinity list like this.
Yeah, like this actually lets you win, because Leroy's study will let you draw a bunch of cards off the random studies they're playing. You're playing. How many studies is that in total? That's like
2, 3,
1, 5.
Yeah,
8, 12, 16. You're playing a total of 16 cards that say Archive on them.
Yep. So
that's pretty sweet. Yeah. The Rose study is going to be gas. Also, the fact that it's not legendary.
Yeah. Anyways, what's that, Neon?
Initia's Masterpiece is just an insane card. Like, even if you just have like 4 things on the field, you get a 4/4 with flying and ward too. Like,
yeah, that's a banger.
This card just like hits face. Though I am noticing a card lacking from this list. I forget what it's called, but they should have the 1-mana land that is the vehicle, in my opinion.
Brian Fleet Bay.
Yeah, Brian Fleet Bay.
It's super necessary.
I think that it helps add to your artifact count.
Yeah, I mean, it's like playing the artifact lands just for affinity count and like.
But I guess you're more color like needy with like Risty Scavenger and like Core Charge and stuff like that.
And plus, you already have the rail lines, which kind of functions artifact lands, and you also have one Zalid, which is your colorless land for the deck. Like you're on 15 lands, you can't afford to play more colorless lands.
Yeah, that's fair.
The 15 lands.
15 lands, yeah.
You just have a land count that is the same as your side.
But that's less than I'm running in my burn list. Oh my goodness.
Well, we should count the rail lines as lands too, though. If we add them up, then
or 8, 10, 14, or sorry, 10 additional lands.
Yeah, 25. Wait, that's
I forget that I run 12 lands in my prowess list because I run 8 rail lines.
That was so funny.
I mean, it worked. It got top 8 multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, I was impressed.
I mean, if it works.
I was just constantly baffled by how the hell you managed to make that deck actually function.
It is one of my it is the most crackhead list that I think I have, but I love it so much. I love that deck so much. Anyways,
I mean,
the sideboard seems pretty bog standard. You've got.
I don't like how color intensive the sideboard is.
Yeah, God, the guiding lights are gonna be a nightmare to actually cast.
Yeah,
you have 4, 6, 7.
I feel like this is a 5. I love like in the Zoo's masterpiece.
11 white mana sources in this entire deck. That seems really low to want to cast a white card on turn 2.
Yeah.
Okay, what's that, Neon?
I'd just say that I'm probably going to give this a 5. I love the affinity package, but I feel like it should I feel like the deck would be better if it just stopped the whole like study sub-theme and just committed to being like proper affinity with like self-replication and like I guess Cheerios. I don't know, just like more ways to make artifacts. I feel like it'd be a different deck.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's hurting itself because it really likes the archive keyword, and I think it's cool.
I think the archive is actually pretty important if like literally any of your curve gets disrupted, because it's card advantage. It's insane card advantage, especially once you get LaRoe Study
selection out. More than it is card.
Well, if you get LaRoe Study out with other archives, then suddenly it becomes card advantage.
Yeah, I'm looking at LaRoe Study right now as like here's how you actually.
I guess the same things do kind of replace the Cheerios, but I think that the deck is the deck. I don't know. I feel like this deck is. We've seen this deck before, and it's not really gone places. And I don't think that focusing more on like an affinity strategy is making it a ton better. But I think it's cool. But I don't think that it's going to be like. I don't think it's going to make it into top 8. But that's just my opinion.
I agree.
Probably.
I can see it making it into top 8, but I'm not convinced that it will.
It has a tendency to either like just go off really hard,
or just eat shit. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Do you have any last words before we move on?
No, I was going to talk about the next one, which I am baffled by.
Ooh.
I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Ooh,
is this
it's a Holcomb deck.
Holcomb.
Holy moly!
Wow.
I am baffled. This is.
Look at Holcomb. Look in the sideboard. They're playing a first mate called Holcomb of the Peregrine.
What?
Whoa. Well, he's cooking something.
He's doing something.
I mean, you just play Holcomb, right? Like,
Holcomb doesn't like it's very vulnerable to removal. I like building around first mates. I think that's cool. I do not think that I don't think this deck. I think you can build a very similar deck. I don't think that Holcomb makes it better.
I think Cyber.
It has a champion promo, so clearly someone's done something with it.
I think it was a Dreamside Holcomb deck that won the GP to get that promo.
Oh boy,
that doesn't bode well.
I mean, this deck is spicy as hell. So
yeah,
they
definitely five chilies. That's for sure.
Yeah. Also, they're running the Lil Pig plus Sandrine's command combo in order to ramp on 4.
I just don't know if that's necessary though.
You only have 2 copies of Shenjun's command. Do you really want to just be playing Lil Pig for what it is?
Honestly, it's
definitely not.
It's not like I played Lil Pig in Naya Ramp before I got nerfed to the ground, and like it's actually not the worst thing in the world to play out on turn 1 if you're playing a Ragavan or something.
Okay, fair.
And like sometimes you do get to just big adventure it.
I don't know, man.
I mean, sometimes one of your other Lil Pigs makes the far off lands, and then you can just play a 1-mana 3/3. Like it does stuff.
No, it's Delver of Secrets.
I'm just trying to be positive here.
It's
right?
a 6
Positivity.
Delver. I'm here for it.
Positivity. We need to focus on being positive this stream.
Yeah, no.
What is your? I mean, I guess this is a control deck mostly, is what it looks like.
Yeah, it's looking to resolve a Johnny and then children the clouds to win you,
or an embodied soul, and then.
Oh yeah, it is playing offering pools plus a Johnny, so it's like it's doing that offering pools.
Yeah, like it's not a bad deck. I just feel like there are some packages in here that are questionable.
Actually, yeah, good point. It feels like someone took offering pools deck and then jammed it into another deck and then used excuse of Holcomb so that they can do that and say that they're not playing a strictly worse version of the 2 decks.
Their sideboard also like
I just don't see why you play Holcomb, because as soon as you sideboard any of this,
they have epic encounter.
I guess it's an epic encounter wish board, but also like.
I mean, they have a 2 of sideboard, so if they want to sideboard anything in, they are still meeting the requirement.
Yeah, because they're playing 2 Bartons, 2
Wisdom
Stills,
from
2
Reflection
Wisdoms.
is interesting graveyard hate that I don't think I've seen before.
I'm not huge on that. That is
it is
3 mana.
That is the problem. And
Isn't there a remnant?
Yes, it replaces itself, but I don't know. I feel like this card really wants to be like 1 and like 5.
I can see it be
like
2 mana. 2 mana. Well,
actually,
it's like there's.
So Wisdom and Reflection.
I want it to be 2 if it's going to continue to cantrip.
So Wisdom and Reflection feels just worse than Reminiscence, which is like 2 mana instant speed, mill 3 cards, get back a milled card, and then shuffle 3 cards from graveyards into deck.
Yeah, I'd much rather play that. I'd even just rather play. Oh wait, no, that's not. Sealed Riftway. Whatever the 1 mana artifact one is.
I guess. I mean, Sealed Riftway, sure. I mean, did you know that Sealed Riftway got nerfed?
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it did.
Hold on, I have not read it since it got nerfed. I've never played it. I've only ever played Black deck, so I just play Sealed.
Maybe Shikai's readout, if you wanna.
Yeah, that feels a bit too out there.
Yeah.
Also,
it's all a little bit out there.
Ami of Loyalties. I've never seen this card before. What does it do? You may activate 8 billions of non-land permanents your opponents can... Oh god, this is going to cause so much priority conflicts.
Planeswalkers.
Well, no, like it's anytime, right? So if your opponent has an instant speed tap ability, then it's going to come to priority, and then we're going to have to judge calls for that.
How does that work for?
I think it's like, hey, you're a judge, right? You're a judge, Leo.
Yes. Yeah. What's up?
So if your opponent has a creature with a instant speed tap ability, and you have Amity of Loyalties out, who gets activated ability first?
So it's apt up order, is the way priority works, and since you can activate those abilities, you have priority first. So if it's your turn and you have Amulet of Loyalties, you can activate their ability first, and then they get an opportunity to respond to that.
But it's already tapped, so they can't respond to it.
Yeah, so they can respond to it with something else that they control.
So like a different ability?
Yeah, but
wait, can you hold
the
priority
other
to activate all
half
your
is-
opponent's abilities at once?
yes, you can, because you can hold priority to do it.
Okay.
In question, let's say I play this and my opponent has like a planeswalker, right? They will
have to be
always
on their
get the
turn.
chance to activate them first.
Yes, because they can only be activated at sorcery speed, and so
Right, and
since they control it,
right. Okay.
they can
But
only
if they
be
don't
activated on their
activate it and
turn.
they pass priority in their main phase,
If they do
that's when you
anything else before activating their planeswalker, yes,
You can assume your opponent doesn't know the
Well,
rules and then get away
no,
with things.
because you couldn't activate it at instant speed. So
That
if my
is
opponent like casts a spell, I can't activate in response
that
because
is
you can't
correct.
activate at sorcery speed.
But
But
it
like
is
you
like-
literally have to
If they
wait for
try
them
and-
to not activate it and pass priority, I believe.
Yes, that is
Right.
correct. That is correct. They would have to try and change phases.
Well, this is really funny with wandering over.
Yeah.
Actually, isn't there
Yeah,
a planeswalker
Amulet
in
of Loyalty is
MSEM that
weird.
can be activated instant speed?
I
Orochi
think
or
so.
something?
Roshi,
I
yeah.
think so. There's something. I was looking at it earlier.
Yeah.
I literally went through every single planeswalker. in the
Orochi,
format when I was trying to
Blade
find-
of the Old Ways.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's
You
the
can
one.
counter Orochi specifically.
How would that actually work
the-
out? So like so you have this thing in play. Orochi enters the battlefield. The ability goes on. No, wait, it doesn't have ability anymore because they changed it to static. So
Yeah.
Oh no.
and then you can minus
So you
one,
get-
minus two to kill it instantly.
Wait,
Wait, what?
What the hell?
well, so if they cast it on your end step,
Yeah.
you can activate Orochi before they get to activate Orochi.
Okay, so
This Amulet of Loyalties is such a bizarre called shot, but I love it.
Is anyone running Orochi? Oh wait, I think
wait, so you can minus two to target one of your own creatures and kill Orochi, right? Because yeah, minus two lets one of your creatures fight any planeswalker. So I see what this card's here for.
what are the weaknesses running one copy of Experiment Zero? So it could work.
What's Experiment
I
Zero
love
do?
this.
It's
Just waiting for your opponent with treasures to like pass priority so you can just sack all of them.
It's Mad Ability Street. Oh, okay. So if you're trying to cast a spell, and you have this thing out, your opponent has treasures. How does that work?
Well, you don't get priority when someone's trying to cast a spell.
When they're trying to cast a spell, you can't do anything. But once that spell has been cast, yes, then you can sack all of their shit in response.
Wait, so if they make treasures on your turn, you can sack them first before they can use it. Because if you try to cast the spell by using the mana from the treasure, is that how it works?
Yup.
What the hell? Alright.
This is such a funny card. An absolute nightmare of a card, but
Okay,
really
I want to
funny.
see this card be relevant, this GP, just so that we can get some
I would
judge
love
calls.
to.
One time, yeah.
And actually, Cyber's kind of used to this because in one of the previous GP games, they had Cyrukin out, the big Cyrukin, I think it was called. No, Amaret. Yeah, Amaret, part of Cyrukin, which is a creature as long as, or it has a static that makes it a creature. And they were playing against an opponent who had what was that guy called again? The guy that makes stuff lose abilities. Well, basically, they had a planeswalker that made.
Thief of Crowns.
They had something that made Amaret make every non-land permanent lose their abilities. And then turns out Amaret is still a creature due to layers. And they actually used that fact to win the game.
What? Alright.
What the fuck?
Anyways, moving on. I mean, are we good?
Yeah, let's move on. What are we calling
It's
the deck
my
again?
turn. I'm up.
Just
How come? I'm gonna give this deck 5 chili peppers just because I want to see the rules questions come out.
yeah.
I'm gonna have so much fun watching Pip take these judge calls because I'm not gonna touch it.
Okay. Wait, how long did we spend discussing the rules of Amniv?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
How do you even apply to become a judge?
Or for MSEM or an actual judge?
No, MSEM.
I just gave myself the role. It's like I'm an actual judge, so it's like, I can do this.
Oh.
And then they started talking about making an onboarding guide, and then never did.
So I'm just gonna give myself the judge role then.
Well, no, then Zip's gonna yell at you because you're not a judge, and you don't know what you're doing. Because she did that to me once, and I am actually a level 1 judge.
Oh, you have to be like an actual judge. Cringe. I don't want to pay $100 to just whatever.
Well, 75. But
I know how banding works. Can I tell you how banding works, and you let me be a judge?
You can be a judge in spirit.
To be fair, I don't know how layers work, so I can't be a judge realistically.
I mean, there's only a few that you actually need to understand. But anyways.
Yeah, moving on. Let's talk about your deck.
Yes, let's talk about my deck. So, I basically just copied the control core that Purple's been using. I copy-pasted that into a notes, and then just built a deck around that, playing Grixis cards instead of Esper cards.
I see. So you made some adjustments to the GP winning deck that might or might not be proven.
It'll probably work worse.
There's no unrelenting.
Yeah, there's no unrelenting. What happened to that part of the deck?
I forgot it was a card that existed when I was making my deck.
I thought you copy-pasted the deck from Purple.
No, I didn't. I pinged Purple and said, hey, take a look at this Grixis list. It is actually 4 colors and not Grixis. But I think that's wrong. And so Purple was like, yes, that is wrong. Here's what I've been using as a core. And then I copied what he said he'd been using as a core and then added my bad cards back to the deck.
All right.
So we'll see if it works out. I accidentally left 2 copies of Roger's Frenzy in there. There's no reason for it to be in there.
Hey, it technically kills. It's technically a removal.
It's removal.
It's not the worst.
It gives a board presence uncounterably. Uncounterable 1/1s, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, it's like Lingering Souls. Wait, no.
Exactly. But bad.
Yeah, it's Lingering Souls. Just just stop there. It's Lingering Souls.
Literally Lingering Souls.
Yeah, I mean, with no flying, and it costs 3 mana, and
don't worry about it.
No,
it's better than Lightning Strike, though, so
it's fine. You're right.
It should be Scorched, but we don't.
It should, but I'm on 3 Rift Splicing instead.
Wait, why are you running for Shine Dream targets?
Exuent and Rift Splicing.
Well, why are you not running Metal Munch?
Because I forgot that card existed while I was doing this, while sipping on some wine.
Yeah, I feel like you're not taking advantage of the red here, or the red splash.
No, I'm really not, and I'm definitely gonna
pay for control then.
Yeah, I'm playing Lucian.
And Crystal Wave instead of Dions.
Yeah, Crystal Wave. I wonder what's better.
Lucian is great.
It's definitely better than the last few times that I've done it.
I mean, you could have played like Humo.
Yeah.
Wait, that's white, right?
Yeah, you could play.
You're not in that color. Never mind. You could play
Fallman.
Something good.
Like Fallman also does Mapuno stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of options that I had that I just ignored in favor of playing worse cards.
It's okay.
It's okay. Wait, you're only running 2 Sandrine's Command. Is that what Purple is on too? I guess they were playing Unrelenting so they can fetch Sandrine's Command more reliably.
Not me trying to play Winmarie in every single deck and it not working because Winmarie is kind of a bad card.
Yeah, and now we have like a better Winmarie in what's that guy called again? No wait.
The little cat guy.
Just apply to just buff Winmarie. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll just be like, hey, can we please make Windmill a 6/6 and also 3 mana?
Yeah, it's fine.
Jozo, yeah. I
Please
think Jozo is just
cancel,
better
pretty
than Wimeri
please.
now, so yeah, Wimeri's kinda not great.
Just add a
If
color
you
to
need
it,
that
Mary.
weird emblem for your other Windmill Planeswalkers.
Hey, we might see more
Okay.
Wimeri Planeswalkers in the future. Okay, yeah.
Oh, is
Anyways.
this spoilers?
Yeah,
Your
I should
Planeswalkers?
definitely be on some better cards, but I don't think that these are bad cards. Just definitely worse cards than I probably should be running.
3 Chili Peppers, 6 out of 10.
Ouch.
Actually, I'll
I
give
was
it you
hoping to
6.
finally-
6.5 actually, because like it's better than the archives.
I
Actually,
think
no.
it's better than the 6s.
Yeah, let's move the 6s down to a 5 so we can have more room to work with.
We gotta make sure Leo knows his shit's bad. Too bad all of the 3 Chili Peppers don't matter because I'm going to be recording every single match I play. So it's going to be one of the most covered decks for this
Yay,
tournament.
more coverage.
I record every match I play. I don't upload half of them because either I run out of space on my computer or I don't do good commentary.
I have so many half-started leagues.
Yeah.
I started playing a creativity league. Realized halfway through game 2 of match 1 that my deck didn't work because I misread Space Oddity and I can't hit artifacts to flip my stuff. So I had exactly 2 token sources.
I did the same thing with Animorph.
It's like, oh, I only have the 2 copies of Frenzy to make tokens.
Space Oddity? Isn't there like a true name? There's another version of Space Oddity.
Yeah, Animorph.
Yeah, Animorph is the
no.
other good one.
There's another one. There's another
Wait,
one.
really?
Yeah, there's a third one.
New name? Something.
That's also.
Hold on, I have it in my notes because
we don't
Animorph Space Oddity True Form Revelation.
True Form.
Huh. Wait, it's just like it doesn't do anything different.
It doesn't do anything.
You're
different, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
you could run 8 copies of it, 12 copies of it, and cook something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's. Have you said everything that we needed to say about your deck?
I don't know. Does anyone want to make fun of me more?
No, we're trying to be positive here. Remember, like Times told us that we have to be positive this time around.
I think your deck is very neat.
Thank you.
I usually don't like controlled decks, but you have the 1 mana interaction that I think is good. I would prefer Exent over Rift Splicing, but I think that
they're playing Exent too.
Yeah, we have 1.
Yeah.
It's a Chandrine's target. I get.
But it is reasonable. It's a Shunju's target.
Yeah.
I like the deck. Although it is a little bit redundant with Shunjuns because you can just choose the.
Yeah. Well, so it lets you hit 2.
Yeah, it's quite relevant when Purple is playing the deck because you can like Chandrines and choose the Tutor plus stack mode, I think.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, yeah, you could make it a what's it called? A Turgid Shadow if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
But
yeah.
We don't talk about this next deck apparently. It's theirs. We don't talk about.
It's just ramp.
Hey, it's the same deck that I submitted because I literally gave them the deck.
Is RFE strong enough to run like just blue for the single 1 card?
I think so because basically,
I think so. Definitely, that card is cracked.
The thing is, if you don't run RFE, you kind of risk running out of resources.
It's like RFE is that much better than what is it called? The Cascade one.
I can't play Tentative Grove in this deck because it has Twisted Masterwork.
Oh, okay.
And it also has Burn Sanctuary, which you do not want to have multiple copies of. And it also has Pale Weaver, which you do not want to have multiple copies of. And it also has Ramsey, which you do not want to have multiple copies of.
Just always hit Seeker. It's fine.
Never don't have it.
Yeah.
Never don't have the secret.
But yeah, like this entire deck is basically built around Vern Sanctuary plus Twisted Masterwork. Or I guess the sideboard plans is basically built around this because with Vern Sanctuary you have to sacrifice half your board. So if you're gonna play any sideboard cards, you might as well make them tutorable with Twisted Masterwork so that you actually have like a sideboard plan against most decks.
Fair.
Yeah. Seems sweet.
We seen this deck a lot.
Yep, I'm gonna give it two
strong.
peppers. It's the
Who's typing in my column? Please leave. This is my column. Get out.
Sorry.
I'm gonna give it 5 chili peppers because I love this deck. I built this deck. Okay, this is not actually a purple deck. Or actually,
which is why I'm giving it 2 peppers, because I've seen you play it so many times.
There's so much Toho art.
There really is.
I mean,
Ricky was looking to bling it out,
I think.
and then stopped playing it for a while, and now he's back on it, and then so is Dravos.
I mean, I think it's better than like most of the decks here. We've seen it do numbers previously, but it's not like
after the nerf, like it's nothing compared to Naya Ramp, basically, because Naya Ramp.
Dude, that Naya deck was insane.
Yeah, because it had staying power due to the fact that your ramp spells also functioned as 5/5s that also tutored out 1-mana 3/3s that also ramped you. But now that we can't do that, like we have to actually separate the ramp and the win conditions. Or actually, you have to slightly separate them. Like you still have RFE, which functions sort of as a ramp into win condition, but
yeah, RFE is so good.
But like,
I remember when I first started playing MSEM2, and I had RFE and what's the band one? The Exile Stifle.
A whole new world or a wide world?
No, it's
End of All Things.
Yeah, End of All Things. I had that cast against me twice. I think like the first time I played a game of MSEM2 was against Purple.
Oh no!
On band control, and I was just like, "What?" I remember having like a very deep-seated we need hate for bands in my heart after that. And I was just like, I can't. But yeah, Recall Forgotten Aeons is a very good win condition that helps itself get onto the battlefield.
I mean, I wonder if like a Hull Breacher type effect would
I think that would be sweet.
Does that already exist? Sort of?
I don't think so. I don't think there's a whole lot.
There's like Flesh Scale Serpent. Is that a Hull Breacher effect?
Flesh Scale Serpent isn't that strong anymore, I think. You got nerfed somewhere.
Yeah.
Whenever an opponent finishes drawing one or more cards, except for the first one, wow.
Yeah, it's oddly specific.
That is so trash.
What's the other deck? Okay.
You know what?
It can block Ragavan.
Give Spirit of the Lab Flash.
Pax and Envoy.
Why are they all white?
Because white is the color of hitting on card draw.
So is blue. So is black now, apparently. Jesus.
That's see, MSEM is always behind, or 1 year behind on behind Canon Magic when it comes to the color pie.
Yeah.
By that, yeah, I guess.
God, it doesn't even stop them from drawing. It just gives you a card too.
There's Labor Ambitions.
See, I want people to stop drawing cards.
Labor Ambitions.
Give me Notion Thief.
Stops one draw.
One instant, yeah.
I actually had Labor's play.
I don't know if it's
that. I had it cast against me once, and then I never drew cards because I was activating Lucian.
Oh, actually, Dream Big. That's the one. Dream Big. It's an enchantment with flash that
doesn't stop them from drawing though.
It still gives them a card.
It stops them from drawing more than one card.
But who cares? I don't want them drawing at all. Is what I want. You know what? Here, I'm gonna open up my design document.
Like God intended.
You're motivated to submit a set to MSEM now?
Yeah.
Submit it for one card.
Hey, if you're gonna do that, can you also like submit Dreamsight Well version 2 for me?
Yeah, I can actually totally work with you on that. It's like I'm working on MSEM Horizons with styles right now, and we'll be working more deliberately on it after this next submission period because we both got sets that we're submitting. Spoilers. And then we're going to be working on MSEM Horizons after that, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
So it's like
we've been talking about different archetypes that we wish had more support and things that we feel like would be nice for some hate bears and whatnot. And so that's going to be exciting and fun to work on. It's going to be set up like a cube, so it's going to be draftable.
Wonderful.
But
yeah,
teasers for things that are coming up.
So what were you talking about again?
Wanting to stop people drawing cards.
Right, because RFE.
Yeah, RFE is cracked.
I think we've been talking about the stairs deck for like a minute.
Yeah,
we haven't actually been talking about the deck. We're just talking about
the deck. We've been talking about Ricky playing the deck.
We've been talking about RFE, yeah.
Yeah, I think that card's good.
We got the Doctors of the Batman.
Ioro?
Batman deck.
But with like green.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it tempo, but with green.
Is it tempo?
Black.
No, because it's got black in it too.
Oh, this is.
It gets top in its Kyoro. It's a 5-mana spell. That's not tempo. Tempo doesn't cast 5-mana spells.
No, they do. Panya.
Non-white. I don't even know how to describe it.
I think
it's 4-color minus white.
Decent cards and then just jam them
this
together.
is just like a mid-range deck.
Yeah, this is definitely mid-range. This is not tempo.
Actually, no, it's domain because you're playing Syncretic Master.
So true.
Yes.
It's Zoo.
What?
Let's just call it Zoo.
It's not Zoo. You're not playing. Are you gonna call Foment a Zoo card?
Absolutely.
Does the Zoo deck play Forbidden Burial?
Yes. Does now.
Wait, Forbidden Burial. Why are you playing Forbidden Burial?
I don't know. That just
is
seems...
that card good? Like it feels bad.
I don't think so. It's like
actually you're playing Oracle's Vision and Find Happiness and Misery, so like you can self-mill a bit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean I think that's fine. I just feel like there's other cards I would rather be paying 3 mana for when I am virtually 5 colors.
I mean it's
no, you're literally 5 colors. You got 4 nebulas and a desolate domain.
Well, the thing is, like you're getting you're going 5 colors for domain, so you can't actually. So you're not actually getting all of your mana colors. You're just like in the late game, you can get 5 land types for domain.
Yeah, well, but you have 5, at least 5, and then what are the rest of your fetches? 5, 8, 12 fetchable, 12 white sources in your deck. 4 nebulas, desolate domain, not domain, dominion, and then 7 fetch lands.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's fine to play, just better removal. I don't know. That seems interesting. I'm not super sold on, like, the mana-based construction and the card choices in your removal. But, like Rift Slicing, Pith Wilt, those are both... You got 7, like, legitimately really good removal spells, and then just a 2 of Strange Call.
Yeah.
I also don't really see the real synergies with the self-mill, except for, like, Inish 2.
It's Kyoro.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, what are you flashing back with Kyoro?
Burning Up? Forbidden Burial? Wait, no, that's bad with the flashback with Kyoro. It's good enough. You can flashback Foment, I guess. Like, it's a target non-land it's non-land card, so, like, you can flashback creatures.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I didn't realize it.
Also,
I thought it was...
It's any graveyard, so you can steal your opponent's stuff, too.
Okay, I didn't... You know, I'm playing this card, and I haven't read, like, the text close enough. I would have put it like a snapcaster page. Yeah, so I guess that makes it a little bit better. like everything in your deck is a hit for Kyoro, but also just like
I feel like Kyoro.
I don't know. I feel like yeah, it's 5 mana, like in a mid-rangey deck that doesn't really seem to have much grinding power.
The grinding power is in Kyoro, I guess.
Well, so the problem.
And Syncratic Master.
Okay, yeah,
and like Syncratic Master, Kyoro both draw cards, or technically draw cards, and then you have these sorceries that cantrip. I mean, Find Happiness does let you draw cards, I guess, and.
I wish they ran like some discard hater, or like they have Stolen Secrets, but even then,
like I don't know. It feels so weird seeing this like pseudo blue deck not play any like real cantrips or counter magic.
Yeah, maybe they should. No, they're not playing counter magic because it's bad to cast with Kyoro. That's their logic, I think.
Sure, but also like you're playing a bunch of self mill. You're gonna have like relevant things in your graveyard.
And you're not playing Cosmic Sinkhole.
Yeah, that just feels. You're playing all 5 colors. Is like I was talking about that earlier. Is like you have 13 white sources in your deck.
Yeah.
And you're not playing white spells. You can cast cards of all 5 colors, and you're not playing Cosmic Sinkhole in your mid-range deck. In your blue 5-color soup mid-range deck. I don't know, man.
I'll give it.
This one's weird.
3 chili peppers.
I think it's 5 chili peppers just because it looks fun to play.
I'll give it.
Good stuff.
3.
But I don't think it's very powerful.
6 out of 10, I guess.
I would lower it.
What? No, it's not. 5. I don't think it's any lower than the study stack. So we should lower the study stack to 5 then.
Yeah, I think both of those should be 5.
Actually, so should.
I think Holcombs, maybe.
Yeah, move it to 5 too. And you can move.
See, we need more diversity in numbers, so it looks like we made it not everything between 5 and 7 and called it a day.
So Dead Cats, I'm moving your deck to 6 point. I'm moving your deck to 6.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I see how it is. No respect for the purple Murasaki core.
Wait, why is Blue Gen Domain in 6.5? Okay, I'll move your deck back up to 6.5 then.
Dude, if Blue Gen Domain is like 6.5, then I'm a 10.
Okay, fine. I'll move the Blue Gen Domain deck down to 6.
Dude, what about? I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Like it's got removal.
It does stuff. Like it's not gonna fall over. It has a game plan.
I guess it does.
Maybe it surprises all of us and wins the GP.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Wild. I would be embarrassed.
I mean, like it's still a solid deck with solid cards.
On it so much.
It still has solid cards. It's gonna win off the power of the cards alone sometimes.
Batman. I believe in you.
Wait, isn't Batman chat? Can we like? Are we looking at chat at all recently?
I am.
I can talking to Doc. Chat if y'all want me to.
I've got it pulled up. I'm just tapping back and forth between the Decklist doc. Also, Doc, I have been talking with Styles about trying to figure out a MSEM power level Dryad Arbor. Because we've got some really interesting plays on Greenstone Zenith, and I think it would be nice to round out the GSC package to actually have Dryad Arbor in it.
Twisted Masterwork is not going to work with Dryad Arbor.
No, it's not. But also, like literally every other, but also like, are you going to be like Eldritch Evolutioning into a Dryad Arbor?
No.
Twisted Masterwork is. I feel I don't know. Twisted Masterwork is also very different than the other.
Dr. Batman said I whipped up my deck with mostly in one frenzy brainstorming session.
Ah, I see. It shows.
The best way to do it.
Did you say it shows?
I thought we were being positive, Ricky.
Yeah, come on.
Right. It shows in a good way.
I think it's got a lot of really interesting ideas here. I just feel like there's a lot of refinement that could happen to like make it more, I don't know, resilient. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like you're just hard casting a Kyoro and hoping it resolves and goes coast to coast.
You're hard casting Kyoro after drawing some cards, I guess.
But what are the cards doing? Because you can't protect it. Like there's no protection here.
Your protection is playing out Ragavans and Initiatives and Syncratic Masters to get your opponent to use their counter spells.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm sure I'll be surprised by it. I'm just hesitant seeing only 13 creatures in this mid-range deck that wants to beat face as their win con.
Yeah.
Ward 3 is a lot of mana, though. I will give you that much. It's practically hexproof.
Let's move on.
This is going to be such a long stream.
Don't worry, we usually get faster near the end.
It was always burning since the world's been turning. Agree or disagree?
Oh. It's playing Mono Red Storm.
That's
Oh yeah, it's Storm. Yeah.
Did you just call Burn Storm? Or, I mean, did you call it Storm Burn?
See, the only thing that I looked at was the mana base. Can you blame me for looking at?
Don't you play Legacy? Is it
basic mountains?
Isn't Mono Red Storm a thing in Legacy?
No. Well, Ruby Storm hasn't been a thing in a very long time. It's mostly TES and Ant. I know Tony Scapone's been working on Mono Black Saga Storm.
Okay.
But yeah, Mono Red Storm, Ruby Storm has not been a thing for a good while. But yeah, no, I looked at 18 mountains and then the She-Host command in the sideboard, and I was like, yeah, it's burn.
Burn. Okay, it's burn.
And then yeah, exactly. See?
Yeah.
No, this deck I really don't like. My feelings. I could go really in depth about my feelings about how I feel about burn in MSEM, and just the Planeswalker itself, just its existence alone makes me so mad. Like, I don't know. I get unreasonably mad thinking about this deck. It's nothing personal, but I
think it sounds personal.
It is deeply personal.
This deck seems sweet. My brain is too small to understand how Storm works, but
for the Court of the Queen is very. It's a card I've never seen before.
I mean, it makes total sense, though.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I mean, it has Gods' whimsy. Don't you like that, Neon?
I like it when you play it honestly in prowess. Like an expressive and not when you.
Prowess is the only way to play this.
With storm counts.
I'm excited to see this played. I'm gonna give it five chili peppers because the chili peppers are red and this deck is red.
I cannot believe you're giving Storm 5 chili peppers.
I thoroughly enjoy watching Storm get played. My brain is just too small to play it.
I got you. Yeah, I got beat by Storm once, so now I'm really salty forever.
I proxied up the Epic Storm a while ago, and I played it once and cried. I got beaten so bad, I de-sleeved the deck and sleeved Band Control back up.
Yeah, not everyone's up for playing Storm. Actually, I remember,
it is beyond my abilities. I'm just not cool enough.
Yeah, I remember, I think almost a year ago, Purple built a Storm deck that, Purple built a broken Storm deck, but nobody played it because it was too hard. And only Purple was Purple was the only one who was capable of playing it.
Isn't Purple's model I don't want to think too hard? And he's...
Yeah, I think...
He builds the most broken decks in the format, plays them once, and it's like, yeah, I'm not going to play this.
Yeah, and then he just hands off the broken deck to me, and then
Then Ricky gets them banned.
True.
Wait, are you calling it burn? What?
Yeah, it's burn. It's burn.
Sure.
No, it is not burn. Do not give it that title. That is the second.
Burn Storm.
No, this is just Storm.
There we go.
Yeah, it's for Unceasing Flames. That's burn, right?
Yeah, that's
exactly. And Gift of the Phoenix deals 2 damage to a player.
It does, it's true.
Yeah, and Selma Lapswin is a 2/2 for 2.
Storm. Do not taint the beautiful title of burn with
Well, so but see, there's the beatdown win con of Leaf Down Sizzle Mage.
Oh yeah, that's a...
It's technically almost prowess.
Yeah, it's basically prowess, dude. Holy shit.
Wait, now I think about it.
You can Amelie main, Leaf Down Sizzle Mage, Storm off, and then pump all the mana into Fire Breathing on Leaf Down. and then you just one-shot your opponent. That's just prowess. It's just prowess with extra steps.
Actually, now I think about it, so the Storm deck that Purple built like a year ago, like I think he did win some games by playing Leaf Down Sizzle Mage and then attacking with it.
What's Prowess Storm? Prowess Storm Burn.
Well, no, it was an actual Storm deck that used Leaf Down Sizzle Mage as a ritual, but then randomly, randomly once in a while, like he just played it down because he had nothing better to do, and it somehow beat the opponent to death.
As the authority, I've labeled myself the authority of prowess.
What?
All right, I think it's time to move on.
7 out of 10.
Okay, I am hyped for Gallows deck. I got my booty pushed in by this list before I read my cards, and they goldfished me.
Oh boy, yeah, this deck is so much better with the new cards.
I'm excited to see this get played. I think this deck is sweet. I kind of share their little bit of uh-oh moment seeing the deck list, because 38 creatures and nothing to go along with it as like protection or anything like that is a little bit scary into a field of like a lot of control.
Yeah. You just need heap removal, and
yeah,
they put out a lot of threats. One card that scares me like a lot is Jack Daring Vanguard.
Yeah, that does.
Alone, it's a 2/1 haste, and you have a tendency to drop like 2 or 3.
Yeah, God, Jack
legendaries the next turn, and you just swing for lethal on turn 3 or something.
Yeah, Jack is insane. You save your removal for that card. Though it is also worth noting, out of their 38 creatures, only 7 of them have greater than 1 toughness.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there anything that buffs the creatures? Like they have Emperor's Retainer.
Emperor's Retainer, and that's it.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Also,
a couple cards that give themselves +1/+1. I guess Hemorrhouse gets a +1/+1 counter pretty quickly.
You could do it with Madia too.
Madia also does, yeah.
Yeah.
At least it protects itself if you have an AoE.
True. Yeah.
You could keep a 1/1, but it's not that big to be.
Yeah, it's not amazing.
Yeah.
But it is very silly to me.
Also,
I've been playing a lot of tribal decks lately, and so Plague Engineer has been on my mind.
Plague Engineer does not stop this. All right.
No,
wait, they're all humans, right? Most of them are humans.
There's a lot of humans, but there's also just a lot of literally everything else. Monkey hits 6 cards in the deck.
Oh my goodness, I'm really dumb.
What?
With the Traveler Ols
draws like so. If you look at the art of Crewmaster Gilo, I did not think that the little like the hat that he's sitting on. I thought he just had like a really fat ass.
Dude, he's so me for real.
I thought he just had an incredible cake, and he was just like with that. Whatever. Anyways, there should only be one funny monkey in MSEM, and it should be Crewmaster Gilo. I don't know why they brought Ragavan in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this 4. I'm gonna give this 4 chili peppers because I've played against it before and it kicked my ass. And I'm excited to see it be the underdog of this.
I think
GP.
I don't think it's even underdog. It's like
give it 7.5.
Strong deck.
I don't think
give it an 8 actually, because I think it's like pretty proven.
I think it hits 7.5 at
no,
least.
Pretty sure they trophied with it.
Yeah. Also,
like twice, I want to say, or was it just once?
I think it was just once. Okay, but something that we didn't really mention is how easily this deck can grind, because it has Henrose and Emma to just keep getting
Henrose
cards.
Is insane.
Yeah, Henrose is basically like it's a new addition to the deck, and it makes the deck. Actually, I guess Ragavan's also a new addition, but like those 2 new additions make the deck so much better.
Yeah, I agree. Henrose is an insane card and makes me cry because it has kicked my ass in several different shells, and it is an incredibly powerful card, and I have immense respect for this.
I'm gonna draw so many cards.
Yeah, draw so many cards.
Also, Gilo, like I really appreciate how Gallo's running like literally all creatures and lands because it gives you a 100% Gilo hit rate. Because I've played Gilo before in Creature Vomit, which has like 8 non-hits, and somehow it always flips the non-hits. Somehow.
Well, that's a skill issue, so.
So yeah, now you can guarantee that it never misses.
Yeah, no, it's
It does things.
It does the thing, and it does it well.
We love Funny Monkey.
Cracks their skull.
Not the red one, but the green one.
Okay, let's move on.
Is this? Yeah, this is just Fireweaver. We've seen this.
I mean, unless there's any like ads in this deck that are new.
They're playing a mono Fireweaver board. Oh, they're playing End of Rainbow.
End of the Rainbow, I guess.
Is that? Yeah, that's new. I guess people suddenly come across this card.
I mean, it's good. I think it's amazing. Card is cracked. That combo is cracked.
It's.
I
mean, it's format. It's like format to get.
This is red call the week, right?
Yeah, I mean it's called a week in one card, I guess, because Fireweaver fetches it immediately and then you use it, so it's like a Pentat Prism for 4. Is what I called it.
Sure, yeah.
But you can like go like think of you go turn 2 this, get End of the Rainbow, and then it's 2 to make 4 mana. Suddenly you're up to like 6 mana 6 mana on turn 3. That's pretty good. You play like
well, I mean, Fireweaver can only lets you play it until the end of your next turn. Jesus,
you didn't know that?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was. I missed the next.
Well, yeah, that's something.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's something that people don't really like about Fireweaver, or I guess people who feel like Fireweaver is too good.
You could kind of like.
Well, I gotta make Fireweaver exist now.
I mean, I give Fireweaver decks 1 chili pepper just because that's the rule that I've made. This is pretty bog standard.
Hey, End of the Rainbow.
I mean, it is cool. I like End of the Rainbow.
I'll give it 3 because I don't like mono red decks.
It's also playing.
It is still pretty cool.
It's playing both Ceaseless Violence and Unstoppable Slaughter, so it's like playing a lot of. I think they're playing kind of redundant Fireweaver targets, but whatever. Like it's fine. Fireweaver is good on its own as long as you're playing the existing targets, and then you can just do whatever with the remaining slots. I'll give it 3 chili peppers because I still like viewing this deck. Like it makes for a good commentary because it's a sort of deck that has lots of play to it.
Yeah, it's got lots of play. It's got lots of lines. It's got a lot of skill to it.
And sometimes it just blows people out with like a turn 2 ritual into MSEM of Antiquities and then Tanya.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get the front side of Tanya with that?
No, you get the back side of Tanya.
Okay.
But like that's still relevant.
Yeah, it's like turn 2, you get 3/3 plus a Tanya. And then how do you even get back from that, right? Okay, anyways, I'm gonna give it 7.5 out of 10 because it's a solid GP winning deck, and nothing much has changed about it.
Shinewood.
This is very cool.
Ooh, it's this deck. I think I've seen it played in League from Purple.
It's Condor Clearings. You use Envoy of Divine Progress to get some enchantment nonsense, and it usually works.
Oh, they're using the good art on Slackfield Workgate. Finally found a use for this promo art because after Oxfox got nerfed, this card has seen like no play. I should have like promo Chronicles because at least that card sees play outside of Oxfox.
Yeah, Chronicles is sweet.
But yeah, now but at least we got another deck that uses Slackfield Workgate.
Yeah, I like this deck a lot. This deck is sweet.
They have Moonlight Sanctum in here too, just to like, in case you ever wanted to cast something other than enchantment.
Who's drumming in the background?
I don't know who that is.
This is sick. I love Enchantress.
Yeah.
On Serenity is very cool. It's like infinite card.
Speaking of Serenity, we should print Serenity into the format and make this sad.
What's Serenity?
Serenity is one and a white. At the beginning of your upkeep, destroy all enchantments.
Right, that card.
Yeah.
Because enchantments has been like super oppressive, right?
Exactly.
I mean, Oxbox has been a
you
thing.
Understand. You understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was Oxfox and there's this deck. And basically this deck does sort of what Oxfox used to do, with where you spam the board with tokens and you buff them with their Chronicles or Verdict.
Chronicles is a scary card. I appreciate it being more expensive to activate the abilities now, though.
Yeah. And it works really well with Slapfield Brigade because that spams board. Oh, right. Simos Groves combos really well with, I think, Slapfield Brigade or something, right?
Yup.
Yeah, because you make, whenever you play an enchantment, it makes makes a token, and then oh no, you have Slapfield Brigade in play. You play this thing, it triggers. You make a token, and then you get to trigger one of these things, and then yeah, and then once you play any other enchantments, now you're triggering Simos Grove a bunch.
Yeah, no, this deck is sweet. Chronicles is going to be an absolute banger. Envoy is really good at gumming up the board, at least in the early game, until you can get Slapfield and Grove online. And then also you just get to...
Wait, gumming up the board? No, you just attack this thing and tutor your enchantments. And they can't block it early or deal with it early because it's protection from 2 or less.
You're so right.
Yeah, it's not a defensive card. It's an offensive card that
super aggro.
So I'm gonna be real. I only read protection mana value of 2 or less because that's a whole lot of words, and I didn't feel like reading them all.
It does a lot of work.
That
is playing first. It's like
so
almost
cracked.
Impossible to stop. Yeah.
Yeah, that card is insane. Like the only way you can really interact with that is on the stack or with like a 3-mana sweeper.
I wish they ran a single copy of Heraldry.
I don't think the mana supports that.
No, not really. Like
Maybe
you got some white cards, but not like enough to really make it worthwhile.
The dream is like Envoy, swing, play Heraldry, Envoy swing next turn, play Heraldry again.
Well, actually, I think Hersey did try to build a deck where they had Envoy plus Heraldry plus Villainy.
Yes, that is up next, and it absolutely kicked my ass the last time I played against it. The last time I played a GP, and then I wrote a whole thing on.
You wrote strong words.
Wow, yeah, these cards are egregious.
Anyways, let's rate Giant Poet's deck, which is probably a 7.5 out of 10 because it's a proven purple deck.
Oh yeah, it's purple.
I think it's great. Yeah,
if it wasn't made by purple, maybe like 2 points lower, but yeah.
Anyways, let's move on to Hersey, who's not actually running Envoy of Divine Progress this time around.
Yeah, this.
Did he win a GP with this?
No.
I don't think
Hersey has not won a GP yet.
Okay.
They
got second, I think.
Yeah, this deck is messed up. It's sweet. It's amazing. It's extremely powerful.
Yeah.
Heraldry and Villainy make me want to die. But that would trigger Villainy.
That good.
Yeah, it would trigger Villainy if you died.
Yeah, it does.
That's hilarious.
It triggers Villainy.
Yeah. It is slightly weaker since Provoke the Gods is no longer an instant, so you can't.
God, yeah, that was so...
Yeah,
I'm having flashbacks, man. This deck beat me so bad. I was tilting so hard in the recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because every time they cast a spell, I had to reread both Heraldry and Villainy, and I just kept reading new things on the card. And I was just like, no, stop.
Okay, I have a single copy of Frozen Over prepared for this matchup. If they
wait, right, you do. We did not mention your single copy of Frozen Over.
If Heraldry becomes a creature and I cast Frozen Over for 6 mana targeting it, I instantly win the game.
Can't they just turn it back into a non-creature?
Yeah, they can. They can. And that's how I got blown out several times in
Stop it. Let me
our match.
Let it work once, please.
God, that's what I said every time I cast a spell targeting Heraldry.
Okay,
please just let this work.
They'll
because it's a cast trigger.
Okay.
The rift splicing by creature, and then when the token's in existence. Oh.
Actually, read rift
Provoke the
slicing. It
gods
does
makes
not
me
give you.
so sad.
It does not give you any opportunity to cast anything on the token because Aetherize exiles it without giving you priority.
Never
is
mind.
correct.
I take it back.
Yeah. Prove Worthy made me sad. Produce to Not made me sad. If Wilt made me sad.
So you're saying that reduce your.
Harm's Way makes me...
So are you saying that it reduced your happiness to not?
Yes, because I activated Lucian, and it reduced to Not me before combat.
Wonderful.
And I scooped. I didn't scoop. I kept playing it out
deck.
because I wanted so bad to beat this stupid fucking card. But yeah, this deck is insanely powerful. It's super legit. It makes me cry. I'm gonna give it a 1 chili pepper because it makes me really sad and upset.
I'm also gonna give it a 1 because I do not want to commentate it.
I'm just gonna like if I ever
It's wrong.
commentate
It
this,
knows
I'm
what
gonna
it's doing.
just cry. It's insanely powerful. I'd probably put this at like an 8. Honestly, this deck is just so fucked up.
I mean, I don't. Maybe I'm being too optimistic. I mean, I've played against this deck before. I think it was on prowess at the time.
Well, yeah, if you kill him on turn 2, you don't care.
Yeah, surprisingly, it's difficult for this deck to deal with, like very, very aggro decks. Like you think,
like the thing that got me about Heraldry,
it doesn't feel like it gains a bunch of life like at one instance. It's just like slowly gaining life, and then
like the reason it was so brutal for me is because like I'm on control. My plan is to beat you down with like 1 creature, and so Heraldry just blanks that whole strategy. But like with prowess, you're jumping
removal.
I think
I mean, Gracious, I don't have enchantment removal. I've got creature removal.
Feed the swarm.
I am definitely making a little spoiler. So a little spoiler for the set that I'm going to be submitting this month. I do have a card called Particular Distaste. It is 2 and a black for an instant. Choose a card type. Each player sacrifices a permanent of the chosen type.
Black artifact removal too?
Yeah. It's just black everything removal.
Oh my!
It's 3 mana sorcery, so like that's already been like being experimented with in canon. Because like it's either an edict or you pay a lot of life to do it. But yeah, it's getting off in the weeds. Yeah, this deck inspired me to like really actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Answers to problematic things.
Anyways, let's move on.
I did like the
it's a very
last comment on Heraldry. I do like the last thing that they did with it to fix it is make it stay an enchantment when it switches.
Yeah, it makes my matchup better against it because I can.
It makes the card make more sense because it's a lot more intuitive now. It becomes a creature as well as an enchantment instead of just stops being an enchantment while the card still says enchantment on it. Which became very confusing. Also, why the fuck does this card have prowess?
Anyways, Neon, do you have anything to say before we move on?
I like heraldry, or I like blasphemy control. I played against this a good few times. I don't think it's indestructible like people think, but I think that it's a very strong deck and should definitely be taken seriously.
I agree.
Next deck though is correct. I'm just gonna do copy and paste if we're chill with that because we have.
It's
okay. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Caillou. Is there their Fireweaver board's slightly different. They're running Shell's command instead of.
They've got a Flame Colors command. That's pretty fun.
There's an Unburdened Rage in here.
The other deck also had an Unburdened Rage.
It did not.
No, it did. I think it did.
Fire Skitter? Oh, they did. Yeah, they do have one copy. Yeah. Never mind.
I do love the 4 copies of Storm Hate in the sideboard.
It's also Control Hate.
Storm Hate, good.
It's also control height
Storm
because you
Storm.
play it early and then the control deck can't really stabilize until they kill
Oh,
it.
you just fucking kill it.
Kill it.
That's
Well,
one spell,
then-
take one
No,
damage.
then they're not killing the emissary they're playing down next turn.
No, you just counter that one on the stack.
Counter both, yeah.
Then you're
Void
not
Flare one and then Scorch the other or something. I don't know.
okay. Then they're not
You just
dealing with
take
the
Cold
tuning that's coming down next turn.
That's
Force of will.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not running Force of Wills? Come on.
Come
Then
on,
they're not dealing with the
get-
flame
get on
approach
that
coming back.
It's
Yeah,
Just
whatever.
counter it. Just
Just
counter
counter
it,
it all.
by
You're starting in chip.
Are you not running 16 like counter spells in your main deck?
Are you not running all the hard counters? Just that are legal on the format?
Okay, Neon, your turn.
Neon's playing Storm.
I will.
Oh yeah, that's Storm.
find
That's Storm.
you.
Yeah, put it in. Storm.
No, it's not Storm. I have Storm hate in the main board. So,
You have the you're just at May. Yeah.
This deck is very
So
simple.
you're just gonna lose to your own Rikiri, got it. Why would you play this in Storm?
Yeah, what the hell?
Okay. I mean, technically, Prowess is kind of stormy in that you're playing a bunch of spells. But yeah, Neon, go on.
This isn't even prowess.
Oh wait, it's not. Oh, it's Storm Shaper.
not-
Poop.
it's not
This is burn. I'm back
Storm
to my
Shaper has
roots,
prowess
baby.
on it.
Let's go.
It says prowess
that's
right
right.
here. What are you talking about? It literally says prowess.
I want to art Distant Thunder. So we're playing a Distant Thunder list again. That's right. Libertarian Burn is making a
Yay,
comeback.
Libertarian
What?
Burn.
Yay, we
Yay.
love Libertarian Burn. It's the most basic list I could think of.
Is it
We have
actually
4
16
Branded
land?
Companions. We got
It
8,
is 16 lands. There are
8 Prowess
no other.
Hasters, and we got 4 Rackery Descendants. We got 16 lands because you never need any more than that. We got 4 Distant Thunders. We got 4 Fiery Tempers, baby, because we never miss. We
That's
have-
actually really cute. I like the distant letter fiery temper synergy. That's really fun.
Do you have any other discard outlets?
Nope.
I never need any other discard outlets.
He's
He's gonna hit it every single time.
You know what? You say that, and when I've run this deck, I just have it, or I have 3 mana.
I see.
And I know it's very silly, goofy, but like this is none of these.
I love hard casting Rift
Fiery
Bolt.
Temper very rarely is, but yeah, I mean we're just going
Like
off.
burn.
Hopefully we're.
I
casting
love
these
it
for
when
1
8
mana.
of my burn spells are just hard cast Rift Bolts. I think that's so sexy and hot.
Yeah, I do not want to play
Exactly.
against you.
I am. Hey Ricky, you're my turn 1 opponent. Are you excited?
Oh God. No. I run 4 solar flares in the board, so I just have to board out all my top end and put in the solar flares. And you can't do anything if I kill your creatures. I cut out
Solar
stat.
Flare is good. I'm a huge fan of Beaten Batter. Beaten Batter has made Burn so much better. You just don't play Burn because it's not super fun.
You're
because
playing.
games are over in
Yeah.
3 minutes.
4 copies of Beaten Better in the sideboard.
I think Burn is in a pretty good position right now. I could run a more moderate board, have like 18 lands, and not run Distant Thunder, Fiery Temper, but that would
you
be
do that every time.
American. So we're in honor of the 4th of July. We have.
That was 4 days ago.
3 days ago.
You know what?
I'm
You're Canadian?
time zone.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
East
about
Coast.
to say.
East Coast.
you-
I'm in West Coast right now.
Yeah, that's not really American. You're from California, okay? I don't listen to that.
Not even close. I was.
You gotta live-
I am
you
Texas
live-
born and raised.
No,
I was born in the heart of Texas, Austin.
All right.
born in the heart of Texas.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Texas wants to secede anyways. So
Nice.
Oh my god.
we love
Hey,
Texas.
Hey,
Well,
Neon,
let's-
before you
I
get us
think we should
canceled,
move on.
Stars
Like-
I mean, this deck is a very bog standard burn.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
I mean, if any, stop calling it Storm. I'm going to burn your house down. Hey, you get it? Get it? Burn.
Anyways, you get 1 chili
The
pepper.
deck is 5 chili peppers because it's
Yeah, one
definitely
chili
very
pepper.
cool.
I'll give it 3 chili peppers just to be impartial.
Yeah.
I don't know.
By the way,
a cop-out attitude to me.
wait, so does that mean I'm a centralist?
You're a centrist? Yeah.
That's so base.
A centrist, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Nia, do you want to explain why this deck is called Libertarian Burn?
Yeah.
Cats?
So for those who are uninformed,
It was last year, right? When
yeah.
you made that like rant.
So there was a card. I think it was like, I forget what it was called,
Fiery
but
Burst.
it was Fiery Burst.
Which got
and it
nerfed,
was a red mana, and you could either pay 2 or have an opponent draw a card. And then it was a bolt. That got nerfed, and I was looking for cards that would replace it for burn, and I saw Distant Thunder. And I said, that's the same amount of card advantage, just in reverse. So I'm like, you're not giving your opponent something random. You're choosing what to lose, and you're making the choice for yourself. And you're not spreading no wealth. You're not giving any handouts. You are actively hurting yourself to prevent, so it's libertarian because
because you're shooting yourself in the foot.
You don't want no big government telling you to draw cards.
So you shoot yourself in the foot.
Well,
it's your God-given right to shoot yourself in the foot.
You got fire. Well, you know what? I'd rather shoot myself in the foot than not have a gun to shoot with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the libertarian way.
All right.
It's my second. It's my Second Amendment right to destroy my second land.
Make it 3 out of 5.
So what's Fire Temper supposed to represent?
Sorry, Fiery Temper?
Yeah, what's it supposed to represent in this analogy?
Oh, it's clearly ammunition for my legally owned firearms.
Thank God they're legally owned.
Yeah. Well, we don't talk about my illegally owned firearms. The government doesn't even know about those.
Also, I love how straightforward the sideboard is. Like, 4 beat and battered because you hate life gain. 4/4 filler because you hate weenie decks. 3 Imperial Sieges because you hate format. And then 4 flame point techniques because you hate affinity.
Yeah. And also if I feel like if I go up against a Thoughtseize deck, I will side out. And that sounds weird. If I go up against a deck that like if it's literally Thoughtseize, then I side out like Distant Thunder and Fiery Temper. If they have a way to prevent me from getting one and the other, I'll side them out and bring in like Beaten, Battered, and Flaming Point technique into the main.
You're siding out your God-given right.
Well, when the government tries to take it from me, I gotta keep them hidden in the sideboard.
Oh my God!
By the government, I mean Valdez.
Yeah, Valdez says pay up. Wait, is this supposed to be an analogy for something? Yeah.
Yeah, that the government is
It's pinch pennies, right? It's called pinch pennies.
Yeah, it's taxation without representation. I didn't listen. You're taking my card, and I don't get to decide what spells you cast. That's wrong. Anyway, I think we've been spending a little bit too much time on my list. It's Burn. We love Burn. We know what Burn does.
I don't love Burn. I think it's lame and boring and silly, and I hope I don't play against you because I'm not prepared for the matchup.
I said I speak for everyone. We collectively, all 4 people in this voice call, love Burn.
I don't
Arabic, right?
Burn, and you're gonna give it so much support in MSEM.
I'm actually just gonna give you.
You're gonna give them so many. You're just gonna
give it a chili pepper.
Multiple lightning bolts. Yeah.
You can give it like what's the opposite of a chili pepper? I guess a mint or something. Yeah, you can give it a mint.
You give it a mint. You give it a little leaf. But haters gonna hate.
I am. I most certainly am.
Wow, you're a hater.
Absolutely.
Sounds like someone
I do best. You're so right, buddy. Not actually, but
Hey, everyone, tell me who you voted. No.
No. We're not even
on the internet.
We're not in
Expose your
America.
voting record.
Like Catholics are in America.
I
Okay.
don't know. You voted for. I don't know.
I voted for
Canadian
America.
politics. I'm not even gonna make
I
a
didn't
credible
vote.
joke here.
Despite being able to vote.
Well,
Just
actually, no.
chose not to.
What did you vote for in the
I
last
also
wild
abstained.
card? I guess that's the one.
Yeah, what wild card? That's what I was talking about.
I
Wild card
forgot
voting.
that I could, and so I didn't.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't vote for the wild card because I was lazy and apathetic.
I
I
also
voted for the
didn't want to
wild
read
card,
through
and
5 sets.
I literally didn't care about any of the other sets. I just really liked VHS. So I looked at the other sets and I kind of decided which ones I liked more. I just thought VHS really deserved to be in because, God, I wanted Beaten Better so badly. And also, it's like a cool set or whatever, but like.
Wow, I see that I see that you're a single issue voter.
Wow.
Bird and
Wow.
I'm a single issue voter. That's true. Anyways, we got 8 comp.
Yeah. Wait, it's
any deck that runs 4 Silent Wanderers is so based.
Wait, this is Creature Vomit. Why are they calling it 8 comp? It's Creature Vomit. Call it Creature Vomit, goddammit.
Well, what are the 8 comps?
It's
I don't even see one. Nothing here says comp. Nothing says comp.
I drew a little X over
More
Chili
like
Pepper,
8
and that's my score now.
Well, no, I think 8 comp is supposed to. I think comp refers to collective company. Back when the deck actually had 8 collective companies before they got nerfed.
Collective, that'd be Coco.
Yeah, well, company, right?
Companion?
Collective company. It's close enough.
It's Coco, not comp.
Whatever. They're running
just gonna
Terracotta Horde, I guess, to play with all the 1-drops they have, and whatever the Magistrate does, no one knows.
It's a top end for all your creatures. It's a payoff for spamming the board with the creatures.
Yeah, so it either draws a bunch of cards or makes your board fucking massive and kills your opponent.
No, you don't want to draw a bunch of cards because that kills your board.
Yeah, but then you can just vomit them back out and do it again.
I don't think your mana is that free, but yeah.
No, it's not, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing Parish Paragon. That card's pretty good.
You're playing, where is it? You're playing Gilo, which you have 4 instants in the deck, and you're going to flip it every single time you play Gilo, because that's how it works.
Absolutely. Yeah. Even if you flip it 5 times. Gonna have to again. Yeah, it seems fine. I'll give it.
Also,
I think this kind of archetype is a little bit boring, but
I'll give it 3.
There's no tech. There's not really any tech going on. So
I like this deck. Silent Wanderer is very cool.
So the way this deck wins most of the time is with Mozakef, because you can fetch it since it's planes, and then you spam the board with creatures. You attack with your 0/1s because it puts counters on Mozakef, and eventually you have enough guys and Mozakef counters to just one-shot your opponent.
Overrun. Yeah, I mean,
the deck is so much worse after all the 8 collective companies got removed from the format.
Yeah, that makes sense. I believe that.
I'm gonna give it 5 Chili Peppers though, because I like this deck. I like Creature Vomit.
I think Creature Vomit is a bit boring, but
I love Silent Wanderer.
Do you think EHS has like a place in this?
No, it's way too slow.
Too slow? Okay.
I think that this deck is not better than like the Legends deck though.
No, Legends deck is way
like
better.
a solid like 6.
Legends is much faster, yeah.
Yeah, Legends is way better, I think.
Yeah, it's a shame that we had to remove the the 8 or the 2 collective companies from the format just to prevent this deck from being too OP.
They could play 4 copies of Silent Wanderer turn 1 though. What could stop them?
I feel like
I'm gonna give this one Chili Pepper because it's Ricky.
Oh.
You've played several times. Like it's something
Ricky
personal.
has played this deck a million times before.
Yeah, I know.
It's still a cool deck.
Well, the reason I keep playing
the Chili Pepper just means I don't really care to get it on camera.
But the reason I keep playing this deck is because purple won't.
It's good. It's cool.
the reason I keep playing this deck is because purple won't find me a more broken linear deck.
Yeah,
what about the Toho art? Like, I feel like you're just
and also
in.
a Toho art.
It's like you're in sunk cost fallacy mode. It's like there's already so much Toho art. I can't build another deck with this much Toho art, so why bother building a new deck?
Well, like honestly, I wouldn't mind switching to a new deck if purple finds me a deck that I like playing.
Well, you don't want to give prowess a shot?
No, that's the opposite of the kind of decks that I'm good at or I like playing.
Wow.
Because it requires too much thinking.
You're so I don't know how much thinking I do with prowess, but it's
well, basically it's the kind.
Burn is pretty lit. I almost said pretty linear, right? Like just cast burn spells, but like
just cast 7 spells and win.
Well, it's like it's linear in a. Basically, I like to play decks that are linear in a way that I can always try to top deck a win. And like burn actually doesn't do that, surprisingly enough.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. This deck is like
solid.
It's overplayed. I'm gonna give it 2.
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
Still not like Storm, so it's chill. No offense to Storm players. It's just a personal preference.
I'm gonna give it 5 Chili Peppers because I love this deck.
Just don't like the lifestyle.
Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but this deck runs 61 cards because I couldn't figure out which one of Silent Flourishing or Reclamation Growth Sculptor to cut, so I just decided to play both as tutor targets.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't notice that because there's no way in hell you're gonna make me add 15 plus 4 plus 8 plus 8 plus 26.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at it, it should be obvious that it's 61 because there's one odd number and everything else is even.
Oh yeah,
okay,
right.
That's too much math. Okay, let's move on.
All right, Scribble's playing Control. It looks like it's.
Is this your
about the ley lines?
Is this just Jeskai Control?
This is Eureka Control, yeah.
Yes, Eureka Control. You're playing 4 studies in scientific theory, which I guess it does stuff, and then
you're expecting me to read too much.
Okay, so
hear me out. I could run Frozen Over against a Johnny to make them lose the game.
Are they gonna minus?
I can do it against Embodied Soul.
Wait, you can. Wait, we can. Yeah, you totally can. Huh.
Unfortunately, they have pawn in the sideboard and it won't work after game 1 since you just put 1 copy in. But
maybe they won't board in pawn, yeah.
Well, I have to board in Frozen Over game 2, and then board it out because they'll put in pawn.
Hey, you can spike 1 game with it. That's funny.
That's true. Anyway,
maybe. But now you gotta play like the Galaxy Brain 2 steps ahead, so they know that I know that they know that they're going to.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Alternatively, you could just, not board that thing in because you're not going to be aggressing them enough for them to make creatures.
The card seems so bad. I don't know why it's in your sideboard.
It's funny. It costs 6. Let it cook, please.
Let him cook. Oh yeah, I like the Shanjuns package.
Yeah.
How do you win?
They're running Sand Dreams plus Metal Munch. Like they actually know what they're doing with Metal Munch.
Hey.
Wait, so how does this deck win? What's the win?
Eureka.
Probably.
You get Eureka.
Yeah, Eureka.
What are the Eureka masterpieces? It's
See, this is what it feels like to play with dungeons.
It's usually the Lotus that bolts for 3.
If they remove it, is there a command to grab Eureka masterpiece?
Well, is there a command to grab the dungeons for Cannon Magic? That's your answer.
Right. I guess you could just kill a Thrice Folded Lotus somehow.
I should probably actually pull up the masterpieces on stream too. Or
you got Bottle Lightning, you've got Studies.
Wait, what?
So hypothetically, if you just remove Studies and Scientific Theory from the deck, with whatchamacallit, Seal the 2, do you just do they just no longer have a way to win?
Well, you have to remove both of them, right?
You counter them both and then seal the tomb on both of them.
That's really specific. You're bringing Seal the Tomb against this deck, really? Are you really bringing Seal the Tomb against this deck?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, yes, definitely. The scribe one is very important.
It's true. It's card selection.
Yep.
Yeah. Does Instigator not have tokens?
Wisdom of the Ley Lines is cute, though. I do like that. It's like a better painful truth. Not painful truths.
Very cool.
Shadow Prophecy. I like Wisdom of the Ley Lines. It's cool. I like it.
Okay, apparently tokens aren't on Instigator, so it turns out if anyone's just browsing MSEM through Instigator, they're not going to be able to know what the Eureka masterpieces do.
It's fine.
I mean,
just hope they never get to 8.
Does Scryfall at least show what the dungeons do?
Yes.
Okay, see, so that's one thing Scryfall has over us. It actually shows what the cards that don't explain, or the cards that don't explain themselves are reading cards do.
Yeah, they even actually have like related tokens section that you can click on and open up those as a full size card.
Okay. Well, anyways, for the people at home, can you just explain what all of the masterpieces do?
Me?
No.
Dude, I got no fucking clue. I don't even know one of them.
Yeah. My problem with Eureka is like there are 11 lines of reminder text on studies in scientific theory. 11 lines of it, and it still doesn't explain what it does.
There's a reason that I abandoned concentration as a mechanic, because the reminder text was just an entire fucking magic card worth of text, and I was just like, no, I'm not doing this.
That's why they didn't try for like initiative and
they just made the dungeon.
Ring Bearer. They're just like whatever.
Yeah. Also,
the ring tempts you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll give this 3. I like this. This deck seems sweet.
Give it 4.
I'm hoping to dodge because I don't want to learn what Eureka actually does.
Same.
I'm just gonna force of will every single copy that they put on the stack because I just never want to have to learn.
3 chili peppers, I guess. Also, Neon just signed off because they were getting tired, so we're gonna do the remaining part without Neon. Maybe we should have gone a bit faster so that we could have like got to the end with everyone.
2 hours in, it's fine.
Yeah, but we're all comedians here, so
yeah. I mean, Neon, like that Neon's rant about Libertarian Burn. I mean, that was funny, right?
That was funny.
That was totally worth wasting several minutes for.
I've enjoyed every single moment that we have wasted on this stream so far.
Yeah.
We have 5 decks left. Let's power through.
Let's go.
Skagra, augmented combo.
Ooh, this deck.
This is fun. This is like Thunder Roads, cool. But
no, it's not Thunder Roads.
It has Thunder Roads in it. It is a 5-color augmented deck.
No, it's a combo deck.
It has 4 copies of Thunder Roads in it. It's Thunder Roads.
It's a combo deck. It does very
I know.
While blood still flows.
Yeah, no, this deck is sweet. While blood still flows is crazy cracked.
Oh, we have Grape Shot in this format?
Yes, we do. It got unbanned recently.
Oh, did it really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Unleash the Dragon. It got banned like a year ago, and then got banned like 1 year later. So
yeah, it's just literally Grape Shot.
Well, no, that's not Grape Shot because it doesn't copy itself, so it's easier to counter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I like this. This is sweet.
Yeah. So for those of you at home, the combo is basically the combo is between where is it? Titanic Fossil, Dwindling Stores, and Ephemery Serves. So if you have Augmented active, you can play Ephemery Serves, returning a Dwindling Stores plus a Titanic Fossil, and then you can use the mana from Dwindling Stores to reuse the Titanic Fossil, activate ability of Titanic Fossil, and then that lets you flash back if memory serves, and then you get to get back those 2 cards again, and just keep repeating that loop. And every time Titanic Fossil mills you, and you can get one extra thing with if memory serves. So eventually, you're gonna mill your entire deck, have a bunch of Storm count, return a Kyone that flashes back Unleash the Dragon and then win that way.
And you can just unleash the dragon as many times as they have counter magic because of that loop.
Well, no, I think with Kyone, like if you flash it back, it's gonna exile itself. Like
you don't have to cast the copy.
Right, you can just cast it from hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the main main thing that makes this loop possible is the fact that Titanic Fossil has a flashback ability that doesn't exile the card. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but like it doesn't have the exile text on it, so you can do this.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I like this a lot. This is a pretty sweet list and a pretty sweet deck. I'm excited to actually see it in action.
Yeah. It does lose pretty hard to Grave Hate, but I mean that's just par for the course with these decks. If you manage to steal it to any of the combo pieces, you kind of just fizzle them out.
I guess you still have like a backup plan in Thunder Road, just like cashing that a whole ton.
You can't exactly do that if your engine gets exiled.
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind.
Like you exile the wall while blood still flows.
No, not the wild blood. You exile if memory serves or Titanic Fossil, and now you can't do the loop anymore.
Sure, yeah. I was trying to think of like ways to cut them off of Bluebird for Thunder Road, but yeah, you're right.
Anything cool on the sideboard?
Doesn't seem like anything's particularly out of place to me.
Yeah.
That's cool art for Tranquil Repose.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
I agree.
It's a trip. I know you agree.
Toho art.
No, it's not. Art. Wait, is it Toho art?
Is it not? I think it is. I want to say it is. It looks like it.
I think we.
I don't think it's Toho art. I can't. Wait, is it?
It's pretty heavily distorted. I can't quite tell.
Maybe it's Toho art. Like, I can't tell what the anime girl under that distortion is. So I'm just gonna assume it's not until proven otherwise.
We could do a side-by-side comparison of the. What's that one girl name?
Sakura.
Which one?
Sakura. Ricky knows instantly.
Okay.
All right. Splash Cat's also on Fire Weaver Red.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that while Nyx does some image searching.
Yeah, this is just straight up stock Fire Weaver.
Yeah, same as Kai.
Very close.
Same as Kaiu's. Same Fire Weaver board as Kaiu.
3 Kinkins, but same difference.
Yeah.
I think it is Sakyu. Like the little head thing at the top matches pretty closely.
Yeah, but it could just be like some generic anime girl made thing.
I can't tell.
Me neither.
The braid in the back isn't visible.
Oh, yeah, and then Pipsqueak's just on Purple's Esper control list from
sorry. Yeah. Actually talking about things that matter, my bad.
Hey, we just went off a rant about rules interactions with a priority, like
on the sideboard card.
Yeah. Anyways, it's
Esper control.
Exact same deck?
Yeah, it is the exact same.
Okay, let's see if Pip can pilot it as well as Purple can.
I don't think anyone can pilot anything as good as Purple can.
It depends. Like, if Purple didn't build the deck, then...
I think it's like an 8, this one.
Yeah, this deck is cracked. It's really good.
Did we not give the ratings to any of the decks that we skipped over while we were, like, doing Toho art searching?
They're all
4s.
Okay. I think...
Okay, this is fun. Water the Weeds is doing a pretty cool thing here. I like this.
They actually talked to me about this deck. It's very cool.
Yeah. I like seeing Experiment 1.
So there's a line, where is it? With, what is, Future Theft? Yeah, Future Theft. You have Future Theft, and then you have Hidden Garden Entrance in the graveyard. And then you play Hidden Garden Entrance, it copies itself. These shenanigans generate a whole ton of mana, and then you like Crater Burst and Bloodstained Calamity them from 1 billion damage.
Why are you playing Crater Burst and Bloodstained Calamity? Don't you only need 1?
Don't you want 3 extra damage? For the hell of it?
Oh wait, this thing generates mana. Okay, I see. So that's part of the combo.
Yeah, Crater Burst generates a lot of mana. It just generates infinite mana by itself.
Yeah. And then Shifty Think.
Okay, so I actually left a comment about the Toho art thing. Apparently, well, it's art that they found on DeviantArt, so they're not sure if it's Toho art
Hey, can
or
we
not.
get the original link to that?
Can they even find it? Is that what we're doing this stream? Sourcing art?
Let me get a reverse image search, or if you
Yeah.
could like.
Sure. Actually, send me the link too. Yeah, you do reverse image search and then send me the link for that art so I can look it up on my end.
Absolute menace.
What is it? Tranquil Repose? Okay.
Yeah. Well, anyways, while you're doing that, let's talk about what the deck is doing.
Yeah, this is sweet. I like this a lot.
It has a lot of one-ofs.
Yeah. I mean, because like you're playing Tahil's Council.
Yeah.
Tali's Council, sorry. Which is just a 1-mana tutor. So it refunds
well, it's
the Jund cost.
It's a Conjure Realities, or it's a nerfed Conjure Realities that only works for Jund.
Well, you can Future Theft combo in 6 with it.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. I like it a lot. It's also a color filter that scries. Into the Road is pretty sweet, which lets you
cast it into your 1-drops.
Wait, what the fuck?
What?
Why would you want to hit duress off that? That seems not great.
It's
card?
Fine.
I guess it's like it's literally meant to hit your removal. Dude, that's got Bloodbraid Jund vibes of it's just a value cascade.
Yeah,
like it's not trying to cheat on anything.
It's never gonna miss.
Yeah,
well, if your opponent has no
it's
creatures.
just gonna hit. Yeah, sure. If you hit Tendril Snares.
If you hit Pithbolt, your opponent has nothing.
Yeah.
You can also randomly hit Alexa, so it's not guaranteed to remove something.
Yeah, well, I mean, duress isn't going to remove anything either.
Okay.
Prying and Grease not going to remove anything either.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like the inconsistency on that, but
like it's probably powerful enough because
I think it's fine.
Like after Recall Forgotten Aeons, it's the best ramp spell or 3-mana ramp spell, I think. After
I can get behind that.
I mean, after Little Pig got nerfed, like there really isn't that many great 3-mana ramps, value ramp spells left in the format. It's just Tinted Grove plus Recall. Wait, there are only 3 Recall. I feel like you should max on Recalls before you go on to Tinted Grove.
I play 4 Recalls before 4 Groves. That should be flipped.
But like Tinted Grove is guaranteed, while Recall you need to have enough lands in hand, so maybe you want the guarantee that you're gonna ramp.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Is there any way for them to get a creature in play?
No. Doesn't look like it.
Okay, Nick, did you finish the reverse image search?
I got 0 matches. Since it's like I can't get the full image. Right?
Okay, search the Deviant.
How are they getting stuff out of their sideboard?
Search the Deviant account of the credited artist.
Oh, yeah. Right, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
I did not even think of that. We cite our artists, by the way.
Anyways, back to what Leo was saying.
There's no way to get Crater Burst or anything out of your sideboard.
Cosmic Contraption. Hidden Garden Entrance. The backside of Hidden Garden Entrance.
Oh, I can't even find this.
Where am I seeing it? I'm not seeing Hidden Garden.
Hidden Garden Entrance in the lands.
Oh, it's a fucking land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I was looking through all those spells. I'm like, I don't see it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I can't find this artist.
I'm on there now.
Can you just Google search the artist?
So confused.
Yeah. Nothing shows up.
Wow. What if you specifically search Deviant Art?
Yeah, nothing shows up there.
Wow.
Either.
Maybe they blew up. Maybe they nuked their account. I know artists do that pretty often.
I've done that before.
Yeah. If you've spent enough time around Japanese artists, you know that their accounts are pretty ephemeral.
Yeah. Not even just Japanese artists, like just artists in general.
Yeah.
Like I've had several friends just completely nuke their accounts and rebrand, and then DM me saying, "Hey, I've got a new account now. You should follow this one instead of that one."
Well, they rebrand. Like most,
Just
I feel like
change their entire name, and because like IRL stuff happens sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Enough talking about art hunting. Let's actually.
Yeah. Wizardius. Oh god, this is what I'm gonna have to play against round 1.
Hey, it's on my divine progress.
Bring counter magic. Yeah.
I mean, I play a lot of counter magic in the main, but this doesn't seem too bad actually.
So it's like it's playing it's mid-range deck that's playing Envoy just to fetch some random enchantments.
It's interesting.
It's a really
Chronicles is the big one. Dark Bargain for some draw. Lay Bear.
Hey, see, you hate card draw? There's Lay Bear Ambitions.
It's such a bad draw hate, though.
What? No, it discards them.
It's so mid. It's so mid.
It's a Thoughtseize, plus you get to...
so mid.
It's the 2-for-1.
It's so mid. But it's 2 mana.
Is 2 mana too much for you?
Yeah, for a Thoughtseize effect, absolutely it is.
You can stop a RFE from drawing 2 cards. So it's like 3-for-1.
Oh, dude!
Alright, whatever.
You stop it from drawing cards on the front end, so then so it's less likely for them to draw into lands to cast the back end, where they actually draw cards because front end got rid of the Lay Bear Ambitions.
Okay.
Anyways. Yeah, this deck seems interesting. It's pretty sweet. It's a nice little mid-range deck with like a cool enchantments package.
It's also playing one of lands because it's trying to play Azabeth at the first mate.
What the fuck? Wait.
Did you not notice? Did you not notice like the one of lands?
No, I didn't. I wasn't paying that close attention. I was looking at the creatures.
It's like so. It's the land column is so large. How did you not know
this?
It's
11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. I've been awake since 5 in the morning.
Same.
Wait, why? What's wrong with you?
There was like someone like there was something happening on Japanese, or there was an event on Japanese side, so I wanted to watch a premiere.
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, the reason I was up at 5 was because some Japanese people were premiering a video, and I wanted to sit for the premiere, so yeah, and then I didn't go to sleep afterwards because I had stuff to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the deck. Azabeth.
Yes.
Lets you stabilize against aggressive. Lets you stabilize because it's a giant lifelink vigilance guy.
Yeah. No, it's a 5/5 lifelink vigilance.
Yeah.
Seems pretty decent against aggressive decks.
I have like a few red cards. Commanding Princess. I'm not sure how to make what to make of like the creature.
I don't know how I feel about this creature suite.
It's fine. It does stuff.
Like
it might be a bit.
Why are there so many 1-ofs? Is what I'm.
Toddy. You can fetch 2 drops with Toddy.
I guess. It takes 2 turns to get that online. I don't know.
That's usually how long Toddy stays around for.
I'm just saying, like, it's turn 5 to get a 2-drop.
Is it turn? No, it's not turn 5. It's like turn 4, right?
Sorry, turn 4. Yeah, you plus. Yeah. You plus and then you minus. Yeah, turn 4 for a 2-drop. I don't know.
I mean, it's just incidental value, right?
Yeah, I mean it's fine. Like, Toddy's annoying for sure. Like the arbiter effect is yucky.
I've never seen Performer of Desire like ever played.
I haven't either. This card is weird.
It's a Toddy target, I guess.
It's certainly one that you're allowed to play.
It technically does win the game if you like do enough with it.
Sure, but also like it dies to every bit of removal ever.
I guess the idea is Toddy on turn 3, and then on turn 4 you grab it,
and then
double abuse the ability.
Yeah, you flip it. It becomes a 6/6. No, it becomes
6/4. Oh, Jesus! It increases toughness too. That's yucky.
It becomes a 6/6 flying haster. You attack with it right away. You get the mana, and then you whack them for like
8. is what that comes out to.
Yeah.
You really want 4 red though.
You can pump it. Like it's
you just give it to its own ability.
Okay, so you just hit him for 8 on turn 4, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's assuming they don't have any interaction at all.
On turn 4? I mean, no one runs interaction that costs less than 4, you know?
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting deck. I'm optimistic about my chances against it.
You're fighting it for round 1?
Yeah. Yeah, this is who I'm playing against round 1.
Seems alright.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, Zhifeng, who is going to be annoying, but yeah, Zhifeng into Toddy is like obnoxious, but also it's only a 2 of. I don't know. I feel like there's some pretty disgusting curves, but I don't know if I'm particularly concerned about those with how much counter magic and removal I'm playing.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, it's interesting. I like this. I'm looking forward to the match.
Okay, so wait, did we not update the other roles?
Oh, I did not.
All right.
Oh,
Wait,
you can do that.
This is sick. I like this one.
Yeah, I like the combo decks. I don't care about the control deck from Pip. And
yeah, it's literally just
I'll give it 2.
Purple's deck from Flash GP.
I think it will lead to decent commentary though, because if Purple's in the call, then they can do very
for sure. Yeah, Zangy is coming back again on Shadow. That's gonna be hype.
This is a pretty weird Chalice build because it's playing Vein Drinker's Cabalist.
Batwing Initiate, I think, is also new.
Well, I mean, that's one way to get Chalice active.
Yeah, it's playing 4 copies of Engrave. I like the Suitor.
You could give Batwing flying many times.
It's aggro Shadow, I guess.
Yeah, it's combo Shadow. It's Selvar's Defiance with Herald of Oblivion. That's the combo wombo.
Well, it's not
they're going
specifically combo. It's not going all in on a combo because it's not running the tutors.
No, it definitely has. Yeah, it has the mid-range game plan.
It's not mid-range. It's like aggro. Like you're playing Ragavan.
Yeah,
you're playing the Batwing Initiate. This is not mid-range.
You're right. You're right. I chose the wrong word there. It's not a glass cannon build. That's what I was trying to get there.
Okay, so you
play
Summoner on 2, then play Batwing on 3, set yourself to like 4 life, and then you get a 5/5 Golem and I don't know, a Giant Herald of Oblivion. Perfect game.
And then you Selvar's Defiance it and kill your opponent, ideally.
Yeah.
And then they just kill it in response.
Yeah.
Oh no. Anyway.
There's 8 Ragavan, so I mean, it can't be a bad deck.
Exactly.
What are you using the extra mana for anyways? Like, you don't need this many Ragavans, right? Or Vein Drinker Cabalist. I mean, I feel like Vein Drinker Cabalist feels out of place here.
Like, sometimes you don't have enough mana for Cragbound Crusher. It costs 17, so, you know, it ramps to a Cragbound.
Well, you know what else? You know what else ramps to Cragbound? The Batwing Initiate.
You're so right.
God, you could, at instant speed, for no cost, you could gain 4 mana effectively.
Dude, it seems busted. Please ban.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is sweet. I like it. I'll give it 4.
I think
I like this. I like this deck. I've never actually gotten to see it played, so I'm hyped to see it.
They won a GP with something very similar.
Well, no, it was the version with the combo tutor.
With
I like
Provoke the Gods?
Yeah, back when it was an instant.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is cool. I like it.
I think the problem with this deck is that, like, at some point there is too much life payment in the deck. Like, you don't need Bloodjade Prophet and Engrave and all these guys. Like, eventually you're going to run into a point where you can't use all of your cards because you can't afford to pay that much life, even though you're benefiting from the life payment. But I do appreciate how, like, Bloodjade Prophet is a good aggro top end in this deck because you don't mind life loss, so it is just a creature that flips you 3 cards. And that's fast enough for an aggro deck to use.
Yeah, seems fine.
Yeah.
All right. That's all
Sweet,
the decks.
That's all of
them. Anyone have a prediction on who's going to win?
I'm not going to win.
Definitely not me.
Wait, where's Purple's deck?
Wait, I guess Purple's busy this month.
Oh, that's right. I think
we have a chance of winning. Guys, let's have a chance.
Holy shit. So it's going to be Pip because Pip's playing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, of course, to me next because I'm playing Purple's core.
And then I gotta be next because I'm running Diang's Displeasure, which is a card Purple has run once before.
Exactly.
Wait, are you running Diang's Displeasure? Wait, what?
Yeah, 3 copies of it.
Oh, right.
We're all gonna top 8. Simply everyone will top 8.
And then I can promo Frozen Over.
Exactly.
Perfect plan.
Actually, if I do top 8, what do I even promo for my deck? Like, I'm already out of promo options because I use up all the good options.
If I win, I'm gonna promo Lucian. Lucian has carried me so fucking hard every single time I've tried to make Grixis work.
RFE has been promoed, right?
Yes, it already has been promoted.
Into oblivion.
I'm like, surely. Zuvaje?
Is there really a good Toho art for this thing? Like, it's a very specific character from...
But yeah. Soul Kong, yeah, but...
Yeah.
Hold on, are there any pigs in Toho?
Yes, but wait.
Okay.
You gotta move the Oxfox again and get some Momoji promos in there.
But no, I already have a promo lineup for Chronicles because that was one of the promos I was thinking of doing.
Sure. Perfect art.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
that's so fucking good.
What?
What Nick's just sent in voice chat.
Okay, I'm just gonna open this in browser so people can see, but
it's so good.
Where'd you find this?
I just googled Toho art and then the word pig.
It's so good.
Is this like the hog from Clash Royale or something?
Probably.
Yeah. I think it's the Hog Rider now. God, that's so good.
Holy shit.
Yeah, well, does this make it for good? Wait, it's vertical, so it even fits on the Transcend creature frame.
Perfect. No issues whatsoever.
All right. Yeah. All right. I think we've been distracted for long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, did we not rate the remaining decks? Well, whatever. It doesn't matter.
They're all 4s.
They're all 7.5s
in my book.
Oh wait, there's Esper Control here. Oh, that's a 12.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably like an 8, actually.
Well, I did 7.5 out of 3, so that's effectively a what? 25.
On Fireweaver Red.
Oh, oh, oops, my bad. There we go, fixed.
I love how it slowly just deteriorates into further and further laziness.
This is what happens when we spend too long not talking about the actual topic.
Oh, yeah. We're supposed to talk about the decks?
Yeah, what? Oh. Yeah, we're supposed to talk about the decks, not talk about people's political ideologies.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this sheepy. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I agree.
Looking forward to doing some coverage. Hopefully I can actually...
There's like a lot of variety.
Yeah, I agree.
Almost everyone's in a different deck.
Almost.
There's 3 Fireweaver Red decks, and then there's Fireweaver Roads.
2 ramps. And then everything else seems like just completely new. Or like different.
Either like people's signature decks or something really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
Oh wait, let me change burn to storm real quick. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
Change Epic to burn.
Yeah. Right. I think that's a job well done.
Yeah, and with that, I think we'll call it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching.